And then I was Farmer Hazelnut until they fixed the farm. They did the patch, and then I became Hazelnut Faux Dredgen.
What the hell is faux dredgen supposed to mean? You're not a dredgen?
Oh, you don't know?
No, I didn't hear about this.
If they took out the requirement for...
oh, that's right.
Fucking thing. So, yeah, so they took out that. I think it was like pay to play or something like that. I forget what the name of it was. But they took that out. So, basically, I had everything else except for the damn Ghost. I was one reset away, and I was just like, well, hey, I guess I don't need to do that. So now I don't have a reason to play Gambit, really. But still want to get a reset anyway, just because it makes me feel like I earned it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't have the title, right? Until you reset and get that Ghost.
I do.
What?
I have it. They took that out, man.
Oh, that's what they took out. I thought they took out that one. It was really hard, like deposit 150 motes without dying, and no. What's that? Protect the runner, I think it's called.
So, yeah, no, we got that. I mean, that they left that in, but they took out the 3 resets.
Oh,
the Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Warcry got it. I got it.
Great. They're just giving
Warcry
dredgen.
was laughing. He's like, yeah.
Just
Warcry said, he's like, this is my first title.
They're giving dredgen to anybody now. Jeez.
That's crazy.
I earned it back when you had to do it all. I was like, back in the season of the dredgen, that's when I got
my day.
Back in my day, you young whippersnapper.
We had to play Gambit uphill both ways.
Yes, and we got killed with Queensbreaker bow, one shot. Remember the aim assist was stupid crazy?
Stupid crazy.
Yeah, it was. Well, you guys ready to do this? Everybody got drinks? Everybody good to go?
Yeah, about halfway through my Johnny Walker. Yep. I'm good.
Yeah, I might pull the Hennessy out later. It depends how... I got beat up pretty bad last week, so I had to break out the alcohol. I might even get the crown.
But I have a reason why. We treat you like we do in the community, though. I have a reason.
Oh, you have a reason? Are you gonna? I guess
so
you're gonna...
Feel free to hit me up with that.
Okay.
Yeah, feel free to hit me up if you're, break out the Hennessy and go like, you say the poor me, then I'll be like, well, I think I know why.
Okay.
Scared, you hear that? It's a great laugh. That's like,
I can't drive the bus drunk. Can't do it.
But it's so interesting when it happens.
Yeah,
but see, that's part of it, though. That's part of the reason. Because here's my thought, though. I'll tell you now. Mm-hmm. But my thought is that you're like Bungie, and I'm like the Destiny community. So it's like you create this, like, hey, play between the rails, this kind of thing.
Right.
And then I'm trying my damnedest to get the train off the tracks in any way possible so it's more efficient for everybody.
I know exactly.
I'm out in the forge farming like a champ and everything else. And you're like, no, don't do that. You play the forge legit and then you can get multiple umbrals. And it's like, well, in the time it takes me to get multiple umbrals, I could have gotten 3. So, I'm not seeing your point. You hear it? You hear it?
Yep, I hear it.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and thanks for hanging out with us today. Welcome to episode 49 of Guardian Downcast. We're a couple of dads that talk about all things in the Destiny universe, sometimes discuss other topics in gaming and entertainment, and interview content creators and community members to find out more about them. I'm your host, The Gator. And my co-host, Hazel, is here as well. Hey, man, how's your week been? I haven't talked to you much this week.
Oh, shit, man. My week has been shot, pretty much. So everybody remembers the issue we had with the furnace and needing to change the filter, all that good stuff.
Right.
FYI, still, you guys need to do that if you haven't. So, yeah, save yourself some headache there. But also today, I think earlier this week, the hose on our, not our dishwasher, but our sink, sprung a leak. And then it proceeded to get shredded. So we had a little like mini flood in our kitchen. So yeah, that was great too. So replace those hoses too. I did that today, or yesterday, I think. And I felt like I was like moist wing out there, like building a damn kitchen. I was like, oh my God, I did something handy. Holy shit. So listen to him laughing.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not the handiest of guys, so when I do anything menial, it's just like, oh my God. I took a picture of it, Instagrammed it. No, I'm just kidding. But besides that, was with the daughter today. We went to the pool. I got burnt as a mug. So yeah, good times.
Wow.
What about you, man?
Yeah, it's been a good week. My dad came over, and for my birthday present, for my wife and I, I helped him install some tile on our front porch. So that was the first half of my day. And then the second half of the day, I got in the truck and went to work. So, yeah, it's been a long day. I'm a little beat, to be honest. But, hey, no rest for the weary. I've had a good week. Gotta say, I've had a good week. It's been a good Destiny week. Overall, real good. And, dude, man, I'm sorry to hear about your hose. You know, that drain hose that goes from your dishwasher to your sink. It's how the dishwasher drains. Ours leaked a long time ago, and we have the old 80s Formica cabinet still in our house. It's an 80s home.
Nice.
If you saw that picture, my birthday picture, those white ugly cabinets behind, we're stripping all of those out, and we're redoing our full kitchen. My wife's been waiting like 10 years to have this done, so we're finally saved the money up. We're pulling the trigger. I could buy a damn Corvette for the price we're doing this damn kitchen, but that's what she wants. So that's what Daddy's gonna do. So anyway, You'll
be fast forwarding over that when you're on your walk with her.
Oh, that's why I'm whispering, because when she doesn't hear this, she'll like say, "What did you say there?" I'm like, "Nothing, babe." Anyway, I'm ecstatic to introduce our guest to the show tonight. He's one of the first members of this community I met in game when I was in between clans, and I think I was just looking into the Dad's Tales and Dad's Discords and stuff. And I think our first raid was Eater of Worlds. I think we were doing I want to say we were doing a what do they call it? The extra hard one or whatever it was. But our friend Geran42o, how you been, man?
What's up? Not bad.
Did I say that right, Geran? Not Geran?
Yeah, you got it right. I think the first raid that we did was Leviathan. The Eater of Worlds was the second one that we tried.
Oh, that's right. And you and Drafty were the first two people I met from the Dad's guys. And,
no shit.
Yeah. Everyone said, "Oh, you got to get Drafty in here because he knows his stuff." And I was still with my other clan. We were trying to get the raid done, and you guys graciously came in and helped us out, and you knew your shit.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was a lot of fun.
I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. Thanks, man, for coming on tonight.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Well, just let's mention what we're going to do on the show tonight. I always like to do that before we get going. We're going to hear, of course, Geran's story. Geran, damn it, I already did it.
Did
All right, keep count.
RG.
Keep count, Hazel. We're here to hear.
I already lost count.
All right, good. We're gonna hear Geran's story. Maybe mention a few shows and games we've been playing. Then he's gonna try his luck at our new and improved Fast Fire segment we call the Speed Run. We're all gonna chime in about the new season of Arrivals, and now that it's our second week into it, we want to kind of talk about what we like and what we don't like about it. So that'll be fun. Hazel, as usual, is going to go over the TWAB this week. And finally, we'll answer Twitter and Discord questions from our community and add 2 songs each from everyone here for our Guardian Downcast playlist on Spotify and iTunes. Ready, Geran?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. All right, Geran. Well, again, thanks for coming on tonight. And Hazel, why don't you start out, man?
All right, sir. Hey, Geran, I just want to say I remember doing Leviathan with you many
brutal, wasn't
times.
it?
God,
brutal
man.
at first.
And you were a warlock. I remember
yes,
that.
Sir. Yes,
because you kept laying down your rift, and we were at the door so many times.
Yep.
God, it gives me nightmares just thinking about that. But
yeah, now you can do it with our eyes closed.
And,
exactly right.
And what's wrong with the warlock? Exactly.
Not a thing.
Thank you.
Not a thing. I mean, a warlock.
Carry on.
Anyway, I was trying to give you some props, but anyway, Gator had to come in and ruin it. Anyway, so
that's what I do.
That's what I do. All right. So, tell us a bit about yourself, man.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know, I'm just an average dude who just likes to play Destiny. I mean, there's not a whole lot to tell. I'm 44 years old. I'm kind of old. Still love the game. Just that's about it.
Well, you have any kids? Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I do. I have a 23-year-old stepdaughter and a 7-year-old son.
Cool.
A little bit of an age gap there.
No worries, man. No worries.
Yeah.
So, does your son game?
Yeah, he does. He plays Minecraft a lot, and he's been playing a lot of Call of Duty Mobile. He loves it.
Him and Scumdeath.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nice. What do you do to make ends meet?
I'm a forklift operator at a independent juice manufacturer, the largest in the country.
I used to run a forklift. Those things are fun, man. Based
out of Akron, Ohio. Yeah, they're great. As long as you know what you're doing.
You get some good wheel spin sometimes?
Oh man, I fly around that place.
Nice.
It's amazing. I've been doing it for 25 years, so I better know what I'm doing.
Yeah, hell yeah. You gotta have a special license to run those things, man.
Yeah. It changes per facility you work at, but yeah, you gotta be trained on them, for sure.
Well, when you were, or maybe you weren't a little tot, but where did it all start for you with gaming?
Atari 2600 was my very first system. Cool. My mom and dad got it for me when I was 6-ish, I would think. Kindergarten age, I think.
That makes sense.
And then it just progressed from there.
That makes sense. I was 12, I think. So I've got a few years on you. So they bought it right when it came out, like my parents did.
Oh yeah, they did it. They got it exactly when it came out. I remember My mom said she was gonna get us the Atari 2600 or start saving up for our college fund. We got the 2600.
Good for her. Good for her, you mom.
That's awesome.
Right.
What was your favorite game on Atari?
From the Atari?
Yeah.
I want to say it was Spider-Man. I love the Spider-Man game. I used to go to my buddy Tony's house to play it. We didn't have that at my house. We had Pitfall and Yar's Revenge and that kind of stuff, but my buddy Tony had Spider-Man, and I love that game.
Little 8-bit Spider-Man.
Yep.
Wow.
So where'd it go from there?
Then I went to regular Nintendo, got Mario Brothers and whatnot. Then it progressed to Super Nintendo, and I didn't get to 64, but I jumped straight from Super Nintendo to Sega Genesis to PlayStation, and then been with PlayStation pretty much ever since.
Cool deal, man.
How'd you find Destiny, man?
E3 2013, I believe. They had showed the trailer, and I think that's when the alpha came out.
You remember
the beta came out in 2014. I can't quite remember. I just remember seeing that trailer during E3.
You remember what the song was? Can you sing it for us?
Oh God, I don't remember the song.
No, that's a
I don't remember the song, and I wouldn't do it if I did.
That's a shout out to Jealous. He liked it. He was going, No, it was Jealous. Jealous that he goes, ah.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yep. That was funny.
Sorry. That's funny.
I'm on all kinds of tangents tonight. Sorry.
Just played the alpha. Said I'm going to lose myself in this game, and then proceeded to play remote play on my Vita from level 1 to level 29 because my son was born in April of 2013. So he was real young when the beta came out. And when the actual game came out, he was like a year old at that point. So my wife would sit out and watch me play, but she didn't want to watch it on the TV because she wouldn't want to watch TV. So I had to do it on my Vita. So I did everything on my Vita. It was insane.
Now you're an OHI guy, right?
What's that?
You're an OH guy like
Yes,
Hazel
definitely.
is here.
OHIO, yes, sir.
There we go.
Nice. All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, how did you?
Present.
Oh God, here we go. I might be getting a Hennessy early tonight. Well, let me ask you this: how did you stumble across the dads group here, the dads discords and stuff?
It was a roundabout way. I didn't when I first started playing Destiny. I was in a group that was talking about games.com. It was Tag. They had a podcast. It was post game report, JVB and Soldier X. I don't know if you are familiar with them or whatever, but that clan didn't really go anywhere. They didn't do anything.
Right.
And I started looking for clans on Bungie.net and found Dads of Destiny and joined that.
Mm-hmm.
And did okay with Dads of Destiny, but they weren't doing a whole hell of a lot after about 6 months into the game. And then I found DRP.
Oh, wow.
Destiny Reset podcast.
So many people come from that.
Yep. Derp
Yep.
set it off. And I think the first raid I did was with a Derp. I wasn't in the clan, but was with their group. Got through Vault of Glass with them. And that was all it took. But they had such a huge waiting list to get in their clan that I just started looking for other avenues of getting into a better clan and found Dad Tales at that point and joined.
Gotcha.
And then it just snowballed from there.
What do you have a favorite moment from either Destiny 1 or 2 that you can think of?
I'm thinking the first time, well, not the first time I cleared Vault of Glass, because that was, I mean, it was memorable, but it wasn't great. It was just what it was. But when I got Vex to drop with the class,
God, that was such a hard gun.
Man, I was jumping around the room, in game and in my living room. My wife thought I was fucking crazy.
Yeah, you're like, I'm a grown ass man. I get this fake gun in a game and I'm going nuts over it.
Yep.
I was the same way.
Lost my shit.
It took me 30 runs to get that damn gun to drop finally.
I think I got it on my second.
I had friends that were getting their fifth one. I was like, what is going on here? Am I getting punked?
I didn't get Gjallarhorn until Zur sold it the second time.
Right.
And then I was at work when I found out that he was selling it. So I had called my wife.
Did you really?
I swear to God, I told her how to get to Zur because I believe he was down with the Vanguard that day.
She's like, I don't see him. I don't see him. Keep walking.
Just go all the way down to the Vanguard room. I'm telling you, he'll be on the right-hand side. Go up to him, and I want you to buy 3 of them sons of bitches because I need them one for each character.
Right.
I didn't want to. Then they nerfed it a week later.
Oh, no.
But, yeah. I could not get Gjallarhorn to drop to save my life.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Did your wife play Destiny?
No,
but
she can't stand. That's my mistress. She thinks I'm cheating.
Yes. Same way my wife feels about it too. But yeah, I took her in to try to have her try it out one time, and she was aiming the gun up in the air, or she'd be aiming it into the soil. I'm like, honey, just look straight forward. It's that easy.
Oh, I think we lost. There he is. We lost Hazel for a second.
Oh no, he phases out whenever I start rambling about myself. Don't worry, that's normal. I'm sorry.
So this is par for the course.
I'm
par for the course. Okay.
Hey, I'm glad that I have a reputation to uphold.
Oh shit.
All right. Well, that was awesome. I think I remember you telling us that story about getting the Gjallarhorn the first time too, or like when it was sold and you had to have your wife go for it.
I think I just
I probably did say it in a raid or something.
I was cracking up.
That is so going to be the title of our show. Honey, go get my Gjallarhorn.
Yeah, you gotta get not just one. You gotta get 3 of them.
I can't wait.
That's awesome. Yeah, I got my Gjallarhorn before I got my Vex, and I got it from Vault of Glass in that one chest down there at the bottom of the ravine there.
The dark below there. Do you remember what your first exotic was from D1?
It was actually the Suros. I got it from Zur when he sold it week 2. I
Oh,
think,
you
or-
bought it. Okay.
Oh,
I remember
yeah, I bought it.
the first one that I had dropped was Hawkmoon, and it was from that chest in the Dark Below. It was the
Ooh.
first time I had an exotic drop. I had an exotic Angren drop early on in Destiny, but it decrypted into a goddamn legendary.
Oh,
So pissed.
I remember those
So
days.
pissed.
I remember those.
I was like, oh my god, you kidding me? I can finally get a yellow goddamn Ingram, and you're gonna
and it's a
decrypt it into a legendary.
I so remember those days. I mean, there were
Oh,
so
it was
many.
brutal.
And then people were like, "You got to give me an exotic because I earned that exotic, and you took it away from me, Bungie. Give it back. You got to give it back to me." People were pissed, man. Those are some. Tough
I
years.
was irate. Is the
Yeah.
word I would use.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Pissed don't even describe it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? I still remember my first legendary though in D1
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
because it was such a moment for me when I got my first purple. I was like, I still have it in my D1 vault. By the way, it's a Lord
Do
High
you really?
Fixer.
Lord High Fixer. That was that great hand
Nice.
cannon.
It was.
That was the only hand cannon I would use in Crucible because that just felt really nice. I used the Hawkmoon too, but that Lord High Fixer always had a good roll on it, and yeah, it knocked some heads, man.
Yeah, my first legendary I didn't get to drop. It was the first legendary I got was from Bungie. They gave you that Christmas gift.
Right.
It was Dr. Nope.
Dr. No. The auto rifle.
That was the one.
It went everywhere, man. You couldn't hit anything with
Yeah,
it.
it was fucking terrible.
It's
It
like,
was
thanks
terrible.
for nothing, Bungie.
Yeah, sons of bitches. I was so mad.
Probably the only thing worse than that was the what was it? The hothead.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
god.
If we got trolled, I mean,
Oh my
it would have
God.
been it right there.
I remember I'd
That
shoot that
and-
thing at the dark below, and it would just go over everybody's head, and I'd be like, I missed because I was
I
used to
can't
everything.
help you
I was
guys.
used to-
I'm sorry.
I know I was used to everything tracking.
Yep. Terrible.
My first legendary I actually bought from a vendor, and it was the scout rifle from the black and white clan,
Dead Orbit.
Dead Orbit.
Dead Orbit.
What was that auto that pulse? Damn it! That scout rifle.
Scout.
Yeah, everybody.
Keystone?
No.
No. Oh, you're
No.
thinking.
Everybody wanted it.
Oh my god.
I got
know
blues.
exactly what
I
you're
got
talking
blues
about.
forever, dude. And I finally said, you know what? I got enough whatever currency I had to have, and I went and got it. And God, I used that gun for so long.
God, it's the gun that Dead Orbit was known for.
It was
Yeah.
yes.
And you can't even check it out now. You can't even look it up because you can't use Ishtar Legacy anymore.
You can't.
I
was just gonna tell-
No, it's down.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've been trying to look on.
All right.
On
Okay, here's
so I can find it.
listeners, your assignment. What was that awesome scout rifle from Dead Orbit in Destiny 1? Put it in the show feedback channel in our Discord.
Star Wars.
Let us know what it was.
Somehow I knew this was going to come up, and I can't goddamn remember.
God, I had so much fun
And
with
I
that gun.
knew I was going to forget it.
It
I
shot like
found
a
it.
laser.
I found it.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I'll let the listeners go for it though. But yeah,
Tell me off stream.
oh, I can
Yeah.
do that.
Okay. All right.
So
So you're gonna make me guess. Okay. All right.
Oh, it's going to drive me crazy.
You know what?
That's
That's okay. I'm gonna wait for our listeners to let me know. That'll work. All right. Well, Geran, dude,
Yes, sir.
what's up with the gamer tag, man?
All right. So
Sorry, I almost messed
when
that
I was
up.
about 13 years old, I read this book, a book series called The Belgariad and the Malorian. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's a fantasy novel, kind of like Tolkien-esque.
I read Tolkien, but I don't remember that book.
It was written by David Edding. In one of the main characters' son was named Geran, or his father was named Geran. He had his father named Geran, and then when he had a son, he named him. That was where the Geran came from. In the 420 is pretty obvious.
Yeah,
I used to be a very, very, very heavy pot smoker.
Well, I think you were high when you wrote it out because it was 4-2 and a small O.
Yeah, well, that was because I didn't want to be completely 420. You know what I mean?
I got you, man.
I was trying to be hip and cool. You know, that gamer tag was made like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I was like, wait a minute.
When I was playing SOCOM was when I made that gamer tag.
Oh my god, dude! Wow,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been a long time. I just refuse to change it, even though I don't smoke anymore.
That's funny, but you have good times, you know?
Yeah, I did have great times.
Right. So, sir,
Yes, sir.
do you have any hobbies outside of gaming? Anything you like to do?
Biking with my kid. I used to play golf a lot. I used to be an avid golfer. I haven't been able
Really?
to go out.
What did you shoot?
long.
What did you usually shoot?
Oh, I was terrible. At least 10 over par, depending on where I was at. I mean,
Dude,
I got a couple courses around my area that I used to play at all the time.
Shooting in the 90s is not bad, dude. That's good.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you remember some of the raids. If I don't get shit perfectly, I get frustrated with myself.
Yeah.
Very, very highly.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I'm not shooting par or a little over par, I'm pissed.
Oh wow. I do bogey golf and I'm happy as a clam, man. Yeah.
That's funny.
Anything else you do hobby wise?
No, hung jury, by the way. I had to look it up. It was driving me crazy. It was driving me crazy. I couldn't do it.
Such a great gun.
It was the hung jury.
Bungie,
it was driving me nuts.
Bungie, note to Bungie in case they ever listen to the show. If you ever are thinking about bringing stuff out of the Destiny content vault, hung jury, please. That'd be nice.
Yes,
Nice.
sir. That's yes. I need that gun back.
Yes. I mean, they tried to make it with that Vanguard gun that you got in the. Jesus, I'm just horrible on names. Let me just look it up. I actually had it equipped tonight because I had to get solar kills, and I was like, okay, this will work.
Oxygen?
The oxygen, yeah, the oxygen.
That's our 22.
It's just,
or whatever.
it's nothing. It's nothing like the hung jury was. Nothing like that gun. It's a piece of junk. So there you go, Bungie. Let's see, what else can we ask here? Do you have a motto or a mantra that you live by?
Veni Vidi Vici. The game I saw, I conquered.
Nice.
That's my motto.
Didn't the Romans say that? I could have sworn they
Yep.
said that. That's what I thought.
Yep. It's Latin.
I like that. Short and to the point. Kick ass.
Yep.
Later. Yeah.
It doesn't usually work out very well for me, but that's the one I like.
Did you
Game you saw, you got your ass kicked, and then
Yep, that's pretty much it.
tail between the legs?
I mean, you
ran-
saw me
ran
in the
away?
goddamn Shadow Realm. Guy's terrible in the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, we need to get in there. That's what we're gonna do. What do you say? Like Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday night, I'm game.
All right, you heard it here first, guys. Hazel is not going to stand him up this time.
Yeah, right. Son of a bitch.
It's
Can't play comp with me.
It's been
What the
recorded.
hell?
It has been recorded.
We needed one guy. I'm like, oh, Hazel will join. Yeah, we waited 15 goddamn minutes, and he didn't join. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Oh well.
And I'm back. What did I miss?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Lost connection, right?
Yeah, whoa. That was convenient.
Right. Damn internet cuts out just at the right time.
Well, did you see the PS5 reveal?
Oh my god.
All right, let us know,
That
man. 'cause
console looks so good. It looks so good. I don't care what anybody says.
it's really tall, though, man. I didn't realize how big it was until they did a
I'm
comparison.
gonna lay it on its side anyway. I don't care if it's tall or not. It's gonna lay sideways. I mean, I don't set any of my consoles up.
All right,
straight.
then the question is disc or no disc?
I'm going to go disc because I have a lot of disc games. I do have a lot of digital versions of games,
Right.
but I do have a lot of disc games that I will continue to keep and to continue to collect if I need to.
Yeah, but
So I'm going to go with that disc version.
is the
I like
PS5
this
gonna
guy.
is the PS5 gonna play any of your past games though? They've never been.
Yeah, it's supposed to be backwards compatible.
Is it? Okay,
From what I understand, it's supposed to be.
dude. If it is, I'm getting the disc then.
I'm getting the disc.
'Cause I'm
with the
staring-
hopes that- I'm pretty sure that I heard that it was.
I'm staring at a rack of hard copy games on my wall right
It's
now.
a great place to pause right there. I'm staring at a rack, and
I'm staring at
Sorry.
No, I put the sound effects in, Hazel. No, I'm staring at all kinds of different games. I've got Call of Duty Ghost up here. I've got Battlefield Bad Company 2. I'd love to pop that in. That's a PS3 game. Damn, there's so many good games. Dynasty Warriors, Killzone 2. Memories.
Well, we don't know how far back it's going to go.
Twisted
Yeah, I don't know
Metal.
if it's going to do 3s or not, PlayStation 3 games or not, but I'm pretty sure that I've heard 4s were definitely going to be backwards.
They need to bring back Twisted Metal. That's such a great game.
Yeah, it was.
This guy.
Yes. Okay. A couple more questions here. Now, I was just going to ask you, were there any games that stood out to you before we move on to the questions? For the PS5 that you think you'll be getting, or was it kind of lackluster?
All of them looked interesting. All of them looked interesting. How many of them I actually buy? I don't know, because I can't stop playing Destiny. I buy games to just look at them. I don't play them. I mean, I've got for my birthday in April, I had bought 3 games digital. I've got Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty Warframe or Warzone, whatever, with the Battle Pass. I bought that. I bought the Kojima game. Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. I still look at the title screen on that one every now and then.
And then I bought a third one. I can't remember what the hell it is. And I've played Call of Duty, and I have not touched either of the other 2, and they're just sitting on my hard drive. I haven't opened them up. I haven't seen what they look. I don't know how they play.
Borderlands 3, maybe? Was that the one?
I keep going back to Destiny.
Borderlands 3.
And I want to get Last of Us right now.
Yeah.
It came out today.
Right.
Yep.
I played Last of Us 1. I want to play 2.
Right.
I don't think I'm going to get it anytime soon because I won't stop playing Destiny.
Hazel shut me down last week. I said, "There's so many great games, Hazel," and Hazel goes, "Dude, are you really going to
play them?
You're going to play anything but Destiny?" I'm like, "No."
Nope. I'm horrible. Horrible person.
Just shut me down, man. I was like a little kid who got his lollipop taken away.
When I told my wife that I wanted these 3 games for my birthday, she said, "Why? You're not going to play them."
That's what my wife says. That's what my wife says.
I said, "Yes, I will." I played one of them for like a week, and that was it.
Nope, not Destiny. Moving on. Exactly.
God,
exactly, man. I know, man.
I'm horrible.
There's nothing like it, man. There's no competitor for Destiny. I don't care what anybody says. Every game, even the new Cyberpunk, it'll be fun. We'll run the campaign, and it'll be like, okay, I'm done. I'm done.
It's not Destiny. I'm going to move back.
Yeah, this isn't Destiny. I'm out of here.
Oh, my third game was Star Wars Fallen Order, which is great. I played that for like an hour.
It was great
for an hour, for the hour that I played it. It's the reason why I stopped playing it. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars.
Yeah, me too.
But it's clunky. The movement is clunky. It doesn't move like Destiny.
We're spoiled.
I don't play it.
We're spoiled, dude. I know.
I don't get it. And I'm not one. I've never been that guy who plays one game consistently. No. I would always play game to completion, move on to the next game.
Well, that's the way the games were.
Destiny. Yep.
The games in the past were like you run the campaign, the game's over, you run credits, and you move on to the next game. Now it's like, oh, we got a patch coming. This is going to come. You're going to get this. Oh, there's another season coming. Oh, we're updating it's like it never ends. So it's like
ridiculous.
It's like
I love it, but
I'm just
ridiculous.
like I'm trying to find a vein. I'm like, okay. Give me some more, Bungie.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a wallet.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, we'll talk about that. I know you got some choice words for Bungie. Okay, I'll pick one question, Hazel, and you pick one question. Okay.
All right.
Then we'll move on. You wrap it up. I'll do my question first. Let's see. I'm gonna say, what is the last song you listened to today, not including what you put in our playlist?
I did not listen to any songs today. I was listening to podcasts today.
Well,
the last song I listened to,
let's leave it at that.
A couple days ago, and I believe it was JC Jesse's.
His 80s playlist.
His 80s playlist. Yeah.
That is such a great playlist.
And I want to say it was a Bee Gees song, but I can't quite remember what it was. But that playlist, I was like 12 years old again. It was great listening to that thing.
Soon as Jay sent that link, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely getting it.
Oh yeah, I was all about it on Spotify. All about it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He spent a lot of time making that one for his party, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, Hazel.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, 2 questions because I'm like that.
Okay.
So, what's the last podcast you listened to today then?
Today. It was a Steelers podcast called The Terrible Podcast. I'm a huge Steelers fan.
I like this guy even more.
You're not a Steelers fan.
I am an absolute.
No,
I got a Steelers
I'm sorry.
tattoo.
I'm sorry.
I
Hazel.
am an absolute Steelers fan.
Hazel's a Bengals fan. I know he is.
Nope. I am not.
Well,
I absolutely am not.
I'm all ears.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not. I went to college, actually, where Ben Roethlisberger went when he was there.
You're a Steelers fan?
I am, yes.
No shit.
Nice.
You can only root for losing teams for so long, and then you just kind of got to cut them loose.
Yeah,
I was good.
No, I was gonna say I'm a Bucks fan. You don't need to tell me that.
Oh, you poor guy. You poor soul.
Not this year.
Bruce Arians is going to get Tom Brady killed in that offense. You know it as well as I do.
We'll
He's
see.
going to get murdered.
He's got Gronk to dump it off to. We're good, man.
Until he gets hit, and then he'll be like,
I think we still got Mike Evans too. So there's a deep threat too. I think we still.
Yeah, it's funny because I was a Browns fan.
Oh.
I went from a Browns fan to a Steelers fan. Not as odd as that sounds, but I was a Browns fan up through the time I was 13 years old when they fired Schottenheimer.
Yeah.
Modell fired Schottenheimer. I'm like, I cannot deal with this team anymore. They suck. They're not doing anything. They lost the AFC Championship games 3 years in a row to the Broncos. I am done with it. And my uncle said, "Come to the dark side. Come and be a Steelers fan." That's all it took. And I've been a Steelers fan since I was 13.
Well, well, I was going to ask you what's one thing people don't know about you, but I guess you just said
But that's it right there. Huge Steelers fan that used to be a Browns fan. Nice. Now can't stand the sons of bitches. And I live 40 minutes away from Cleveland.
Nice. That's awesome. All right, Hazel. That's awesome. Now take us out.
Actually, you took my last question.
I'm sorry. I had a feeling I did. I'm so sorry, man. I have just been taking his fire all night, man. I'm so sorry.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So, all right. So Gator wanted to go out on top. He just wanted the last question.
No, I didn't. I did. No, I already did, dude. What's your gamer tag? I was good. I was happy. Ah, hell. No.
Worries,
all right.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, it was, man. Good talking.
Well, hey, then tell us something else that nobody else knows.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, geez.
Exclusive.
It can be little. It doesn't have to be anything like. It doesn't have to be anything embarrassing or anything. Just anything.
Yeah, because if it's embarrassing, we'll hold it against you.
We'll call this a boost fun fact.
The fun fact is that I went to high school in Massillon, I don't know if Hazel might be familiar with the Massillon Tigers. Yeah, there you go.
Sir.
So, yeah, I went to high school there, played my sophomore year, and then I couldn't play because I needed to get a job to get a car, and my Coach Rose at the time, give a 16-year-old kid an ultimatum, either get a job to get a car or play for the team. I wanted a goddamn car, so I quit.
Was that football?
Yeah.
See, I had the same thing happen to me for baseball. My coach was like, "You either going to play baseball, son, or you're going to get a job. Take right now." I was like, "Well, I'm sorry. I like money and going on dates, so see ya."
Yep. I need a car. And the first car I got, my dad helped me get because I got the job. But it was a 73 Mustang Coupe 302 Boss engine in it. I love that car. Oh. It was so fast. I love that car.
Was it a Mach? Was it a Mach 1 or 2?
It was a Mach 1.
Damn it. I had a Nova. I used to race this guy. This asshole had this gentleman had a Mach and freaking 351 Cleveland, and it just blew my doors off. And I was like, that sucks, man. I hate Fords.
Yeah, I used to love running down the street racing that car. It was great.
You know what, though? If you had that car now, it'd be worth so much money.
Oh, I know.
It was a beautiful car.
It got wrecked sitting. I was a pizza delivery driver my senior year in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I had parked the car in front of the pizza shop to go in to get my next delivery. And I come outside, and some son of a bitch had smashed into it, drunk, trying to turn into a bar, and just completely totaled the car. I was so upset. I mean, I was 17 years old.
Well,
man, I miss that car.
That's a good way to go out. Geran, thanks for talking to us tonight, man. I appreciate you answering our questions. But before we move on to our speed run, we went up. I wanted to share some stuff this week, and I don't know if you guys did too, but is there anything you guys are watching right now? With all the crappy COVID stuff going on right now, and we got to stay home more and can't go out as much. And then if there's anything maybe you're playing or watching, I'll start with you. I'll start with you, Geran.
Well, funny thing is the COVID isolation has not affected me at all. I work in a juice factory, so it's considered an essential business.
Sure.
I've actually worked more than I have in the past. We've been on 7 days since March.
Holy shit.
Damn.
I've had a week's vacation during that time. I want to say in the beginning of May.
Okay.
But since March, we've went on 7 days. So everybody being out of work and whatever, it has not affected me. So I haven't had time to do a whole lot of other things. I will watch some things periodically. Like I try to catch up on Supergirl and Batwoman and WB.
A WB.
Yeah. But I also have been watching the Star Wars Clone Wars on Disney Plus.
How are you liking that? Because
my god, it's so good! It's so good. And I'm 44 years old watching that goddamn cartoon, and I love it. I love it so much.
See, I want to get into Clone Wars because 30 and Still Gaming told me it was really good, and I'm used to the realistic stuff, and I didn't know how I would. All right, I'll try it.
I think you'll get it. I think you'll get into it.
I heard there's a ton of episodes.
It's a slow burn. Oh yeah, there's a lot. I'm in season 6. There's only 7 seasons.
Okay.
But it's really good. It's really good.
Okay.
And what's the other one I've been watching? Oh, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay. Yeah, I know that.
I think that's it. I think that's all I've been watching. And Destiny, I've been playing Destiny when I get a minute.
That's always a given for me. And what am I playing? Yeah, funny.
Yeah, right.
Well, Hazel, what about you, man? What are you watching or gaming this week?
Not really watching too much. We're still watching Pokemon with the little one. So she's still knee deep in that show. So been watching that every night, that kind of thing. So that's good stuff. Watching Doom Patrol still.
Okay.
It's a little bit slower, but watching that. I started watching Hannibal TV series again.
Oh, I love that guy. What's his name who acts in that one?
Mads Mikkelsen.
God, I love
Mads Mikkelsen.
I love that dude.
That show was really good.
Yeah, that show was fantastic.
really good.
Best Bond villain ever. Mads Mikkelsen. I swear to God, he is, man.
Dude, just watch this show. It'll make you forget all about him being a Bond villain. This show was fantastic.
A long time ago, I watched it when it first came out long ago, and I got into like the 3rd episode, I think, in the 1st season, and my wife was like, "I don't want to watch this anymore." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we just stopped watching it, but
they cut that show off a little too early. I think they could have extended that a little longer because that was a really good show.
How many seasons are there?
3.
Okay.
3, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and there's only like 13 episodes a season too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's nothing. It's not too big of a time investment, but the show is absolutely trippy. I watched it when it was on TV. And,
yeah, so did I.
Yeah, I have the Blu-rays like staring at me right now, and I mean it's on Netflix now, and it takes me back. I was just watching it, and I'm just like, oh god, this is so much fun, and I just can't wait for the season 2 finale. Because that finale is probably the best season finale I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
So, yeah. And then for me, I mean, what am I playing? Warzone and Destiny.
Yeah, I need to play more Warzone, but let's face it, I'm gonna be playing Destiny. I'm with Geran. That's all. I mean, I'm so psyched about the new the season coming in the fall, the new DLC. I just put my time in every day and just whittle away and do a little bit every day, just little goals, little things to do. Usually between.
Where are you at?
I'm at
bar and then your light.
Oh yeah, good question. Let's see. On the bar, I am at. Well, light wise, I'm at max 1057.
The hell out of here.
1057. I might have done
There's
a little.
no way.
I might have done a little Farmer John.
How? Oh, okay. Never mind. I got you.
You got me. Wink, wink, nod, nod. All right.
Yeah.
My highest raw score, I have plus 12 with my artifacts. So I'm trying to see vendors. Yeah, I'm looking to see what my season.
1050 what?
1058.
Jesus Christ.
1057. 1057. Sorry.
1057, and you have plus 12.
Plus 12 right now on my artifact. I'm gonna pull it up. I'll tell you what I'm at. I am at where the hell is it?
Well, you
would it be under 1057? Would it be under progression? Vendors, right? It'd be under.
If you're looking on the app.
No. I'm looking at the app on PC. I'm just gonna pull up the main screen here. It'll tell me.
Okay, well, Geran, what are you? While he's breaking out his resources.
I'm at 109, and my season pass is at rank 7 because I only have an hour, 2 hours a night to play, and with working 7 days, I'm tired, so I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock most of the time. So I only got an hour to play.
Wait a minute. You're 109. What does that mean?
1009. My fault.
Okay.
1009.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I misspoke.
Okay, I'm at 68.
I was gonna say.
That's 68.
What? Huh? Yeah.
Hell.
I'm at. Hello, my name is Gator. I am a Destiny addict. I'm the master of bounties. I bounty it up every day, man. Every day. Rank 68. I'm almost 69.
How many hours do you play a day?
I play usually at night.
His wife listens.
No, I usually play at night. I play maybe an hour in the morning before I go to work, and then I play when I'm not podcasting or getting ready to podcast. I usually play about 3 or 4 hours a night. About right.
Oh my God, I wish.
He's a casual.
He's a casual.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The very definition of casual.
Burning Wing doesn't allow me to say that, so legally I can't say that. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Was there anything else, Hazel, you were watching you want to mention?
No, I just wanted to know where you guys were.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm at 1052. I did farm like a muffin.
You're no better than he is. What the fuck?
I spent my time in the farm though.
Yeah, he was farming. He was farming while podcasting.
I gotcha.
I can't even do that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm 1045 raw light, and then I got plus 7. So yeah, that's that. And then season pass bar. I think I just broke 20.
Okay. Dude, you got to get the 45. That's when you get that cold denial pulse rifle. It is 45. So good. It is so good, man.
Yeah, I've got issues.
Okay, we'll get into that later.
Will we?
I just got to mention these shows because I watched one of them tonight, and it is so apropos to this week. On Apple TV, the movie documentary came out called Dad, and this is about dads. And I couldn't think of a better place to tell people about it. But I'm trying to pull it up right here. It's directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. Does that sound familiar? That's Ron. Yep. That's Ron Howard's daughter. Yeah, she wrote. Yep. She created this show, or I should say, this documentary movie. And it talks about being a dad. It has several big stars that talk about their experiences. But I'll tell you what, I watched half of it tonight before jumping on the podcast, and I was like, my wife was there next to me. I said, "Oh my God, I miss those years." And it had several different stories, different perspectives of being a dad in this world, and it was world too. I mean, it had people from France, it had people from Britain, of course, American, and all over, and Brazil. Damn, you got to watch this, guys. I know it's Father's Day this Sunday. This will probably be out after Father's Day's all probably wrapped up, but if you can't get on Apple TV, wait till it goes mainstream and just look for it anywhere. Even if you have to buy it on demand or something, it's well worth it because, it brought me damn near to tears tonight. And I immediately had to text my dad because my dad came today and helped me do tile on my front porch. And I had to text him. I said, "Dad, you made my day by showing up today and helping me with that tile." And somehow Jen loves it. And, I love you guys more than you'll ever know. So.
Yep.
Anyway, it just brought. I mean, that's such
cutting onions. And what kind of onions in this house?
Breathing in those damn onions. Yeah. Now this is summer, so it's all the wacky shows, right? So I have to mention a few of the wacky shows. Game On. It's hosted by Keegan Michael Key. I talked about it a couple episodes ago. It is a lot of fun. It's got It's got Venus Williams and the Gronk are the two main people who play every week, and they have different guests that join them. Bobby Lee and Ian Carmel, both comedians who are next to him. They had this week. They had Big Poppy, and I can't remember who else it was. But Big Poppy was it was awesome. I am obsessed with Billions. I'm still watching that. It's Showtime's long running series, and they're still in their their latest season now. I'm fully caught up, so I watch the 1 week. The season it comes out. The episode it comes out every week. So I'm keeping up with that. It's looking really good. Songland wrapped up. They finally had their last episode, and of course it was Usher. And he was like a god to these writers who came in trying to write a song for Usher. Who writes a song for Usher? You know what I'm saying? So that was really good. It wrapped up really nicely. And America's Got Talent, baby. It's back. Now my wife and I did see the that wacky comedy with Steve Carell called Space Force on Netflix. I think it was Netflix.
Ain't good. That's what I've heard.
It was kind of, you know what? It had its good episodes, and it has episodes where this is a total waste of time. So if I average it out, I give it maybe a C+. It was okay. It was enough. It was just enough to keep my interest, and there were some, it was kind of touching drama, and then with comedy thrown in all around it. So Steve Carell, because of Steve Carell, that's what kept me watching it. But it was, it was the people who I think people who made Office made that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed. Sorry. Let me see. A couple more things I've been watching. I watched I didn't know if I mentioned this on the last show, but I did wrap up the documentary on Netflix of the story of Daryl Hammond. He had some major mental illness problems, and this whole documentary was very touching. It's very, it's a little sad, but it ends good, and it talks about how his life spiraled and how he got back up, and it's just a moving documentary. It's something good to watch if you're in the documentary mood. And that's about it for me. I mean, and those are my main shows I've been watching. Summer's a little lighthearted. It's more wacky shows and stuff. So we got them all nice and loose. We got them liquored up, Hazel. I think we can.
Oh, yeah. My Johnny Walker's about gone.
Yeah,
man.
see, it's time to spring. It's time to spring that speed run now, right?
I forgot my drink during all this.
Oh, well. Come on, man. Catch up.
I've been having fun talking.
I know. I have to, man. I have to. Well, hey, that's what we're going to do right after this.
Call the Praxic Order. Call the Thanatonauts. The Jinsen Scribes. Call everyone so they can witness you.
Okay. You ready for this, man? All right, let's do it.
Yes, sir.
This segment is called the Speed Run. This is where I have a database of over 125 randomly asked questions, and Geran here is going to have 60 seconds to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and we're going to keep track of how many he's answered and all our feature guests in each episode. And the guest with the most asked, I should say the guest with the most answered at the end of the year.
The most ass.
Somebody else is loose.
Yeah, I guess I am. I think it's just being tired. I'm just tired. I've been in this sun. I got sunburnt today. I never get sunburnt. Just so intense today. Okay, so at the end of the year, the guest that answers the most questions will win a cool prize. So no one can memorize the order. It's all random. Just answer quickly, whatever comes to mind, and you'll be good. Tonight I'm going to ask the questions as usual, randomly from our list. Hazel's our timekeeper and QCE. In the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's decision is final. Sin and Kingsley Mack, those devils are still the leaders at 26.
26. Yep.
So Geran, you ready, man?
He knows. He's prepared.
I've been listening.
I hope you prepared, dude. I hope you prepared, man.
I don't know about being prepared, but I'll do what I can.
Well, as soon as you answer the question, I'm asking the next one, so I'm not going to hold you up. So as soon as you answer, I'm asking. So here we go.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Taken King or Forsaken?
Taking King.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Last word or Ace of Spades?
Ace.
Is racing a sport?
No.
Would you prefer to be fast at texting or reading?
Texting.
If you could live in any decade, which would it be?
80s.
UFC or WWE?
WWE.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
The one I currently have.
Anna Bray or 801?
And
Who is your favorite musician?
Bon Jovi.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Name one thing you would change about yourself.
My weight.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Pineapple on pizza?
No.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Grenades or melees?
Grenades.
Fishing or hunting?
Fishing.
Warlock, Titan, or hunter?
Warlock all day.
Cave or treehouse?
Treehouse.
Baseball or football?
Football.
Favorite gaming console?
PS4.
Is Drifter evil, yes or no?
No.
I should give him 3 more seconds just for saying he's a hunter all day long.
I said Warlock.
Warlock.
I mean Warlock. I'm looking straight at Drifter right now. I'm staring at Drifter on my list.
Staring at the drifter?
No, that's gonna be so edited. It's gonna be so edited. All right. Good job, man. I think you did pretty good. I think you can hold your head up high, man. Hey.
The Bon Jovi question, man.
I know. Hey,
not.
there were some tough ones there
I
tonight.
can't believe I said fucking Bon Jovi.
I didn't know you liked New Jersey. All right, cool.
I don't at all.
I love these answers, man. Hazel cracks up most of all. He loves hearing everybody sweating.
Dude, well then, see, I had to hold it in because if I would have laughed when he said Bon Jovi, even more, he would have thrown him off.
He would have thrown it off. I know, and you've gotten much better at that.
Because I laughed when I said it. As soon as I said Bon Jovi, I giggled. I'm like, really?
Hazel and Easy would laugh so hard on this that it would break up the contest. Or you'd be like, I gotta give him an extra question because you guys laughed and covered him up.
Oh my god.
All right,
fucking Jovi.
All right, Hazel, what do we got?
All right, so 23.
Yeah, that's what.
It's terrible.
That dude, you weren't that far away, man. You weren't that far away. Remember, Agent H won with 20 last year, so everyone's just getting better.
Yeah.
I think everyone's just getting better at it. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Everybody's better than H this year. So.
Oh yeah, H wants his chance. He said before the end of the year, I want my chance. I said, all right, man. Just want to remind everybody that we have decided to keep our channel labeled Speedrun Question Ideas in our Discord permanently. So if you have a great idea for a speedrun question like we just did tonight, add them there. I did want to announce that at the end of the year, we're going to have a drawing for a $25 gift card. Just our little way of saying thanks for participating and listening to our show. And we'll take your top 5 if you want to enter more than one. And we'll go from there. So good luck.
Yep. One thing I want to throw in real quick.
Yes, sir.
Is that Maddie added a question today, and I think it's an evil question.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's going to trip up anybody who gets it.
Oh, boy.
Favorite damn dinosaur.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. That's easy for me.
What?
I have no problem answering that one.
That's
until you're thrown into the wolves and can't remember what dinosaurs there are.
Don't worry. I've done this once. Someone sprung it on me several episodes.
I remember.
All right. Great. Well, I think it is. I think it's time we talk about what's going on with This Week at Bungie. All right, Hazel. This week at Bungie, what's going on in the world of Bungie this week?
Nothing.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, but maybe there is something going on.
Okay.
So, all right, there was a patch.
Yes.
It's be controversial. I found it a little controversial, even though I benefited from it. But before we get into the patch, GCX Marathon charity stream. Yes. So this was this past week. And main takeaway from all of it is basically that Hawk Moon is coming back in Beyond Light.
I can't wait.
Can't wait. Did you guys watch any of that stream?
No, I didn't. I was working.
I was watching it before. I was working a late day, and I watched it as long as I could, and I finally had to jump off. It's really funny, dude. They got just inundated with donations. I mean, they hit
over 500,000.
They hit 200,000 in like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. They were at 200K.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty bad.
And they were every 50K. They were supposed to read lore. They had Mara that reads Eris, her voice, and they had another well-known star that was reading. Obviously not well-known enough because I don't remember her name, but I think she was in a cop show or something. But anyway, they would take turns reading excerpts. Well, poor Deej, man. He had all these people around him. DMG was there too. And a couple of the support staff from Bungie were helping him, call out donations that were over $250. And they couldn't keep up with the donations, one. And poor Deej, he was trying to keep the boat afloat, but it was just like they were like a boat in a hurricane. They had so many donations, and I donated too. I got a special emblem coming. I donated over $50, so
nice.
I wanted that emblem. I
wanted that emblem. I didn't care what they were doing.
No, I know it was going to a good cause, so why not? I paid for $50. I paid for an emblem. That's the way I look at it. So, but I mean, $50. I mean that covers like I don't know. That covers not even 2 seconds, I guess, to run the St. Jude's charity, the St. Jude's Hospital for Children. So, when I left for work, they were at 380 something K, and they said at 400,000, Luke Smith was going to come on and talk about a exotic coming, right? Well, Luke Smith looks like he just got out of bed because he hit 400,000 like so fast once everybody heard that. And Luke Smith was trying to get connected. He was muted the first time he got on. It was really funny. And then he faked like he was muted the second time, just being a joker. And, they're on the West Coast, so this was a lot earlier in the day. So, Luke Smith, he always kind of looks like he's just got off the console.
Yeah, so that's par for the course with him.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And he was very graceful about it and talked about it and finally revealed that this is the gun coming. They're gonna finish the trilogy of I guess the three main exotic guns: Thorn, Last Word, and then now finally the Hawkmoon, which I might actually play with. There's a good sight on it. And supposedly they tweaked it where it doesn't quite have the one-shot kill capability, at least not as crazy as it did in Destiny 1. I kind of glazed over. I was trying to get ready to go to work when he was talking about it, but
yeah, I heard he wasn't bringing Luck in the Chamber back.
It was some other mechanic, but I heard it still can one-shot people, but
Fun fact, I have a 3D printed Hawkmoon.
Do you really?
I bought, oh god, yeah. I bought it 2.5 years ago, I think 3 years ago maybe.
It's awesome.
It's full size. It's awesome. I love it.
They could
It's just on display.
They could just make a exotic pulse rifle with Luck in the Chamber. I'd be perfectly happy with that. Anyway, sorry, I hijacked that, but I had to mention it because I was watching that stream, and I watched Leopard's stream right before it, and Leopard raised enough. At the very end, he raised, I think he needed 40,000. He raised just enough to have a monk cut done. Do you know what that is? It's like it's like a no, not the normal monk cut. This is called what they nicknamed it the Halo cut, where they actually cut a strip. He has a beard and stuff. It literally is a circle from the side of the forehead down to his chin. It's literally a circle of hair. It looks so weird. They called it the Halo cut, and he if they raised certain amounts, Leopard would run with a drone following him in a monk suit with a monk cut, and it was so funny. I was texting everybody on Discord saying you got to tune into this to Leopard's stream. It was so funny, dude. I was so funny watching him, and he put it on Twitter, so you can, if you look him up, Leopard Stealth, I think, on Twitter, you can see the video where he was literally jogging, and the drone was following him. It was so cool. But mad props to Leopard. I always love his content. He always makes it fun when he's streaming. But sorry, Hazel. I had to mention that stream was so crazy how quickly they raised that money.
Let me interject here something real quick. If you guys, does anybody know what they're up to right now, total wise? What Guardian Con itself has raised, or GCX?
5 million was their goal, and they were already almost at 4 million by the time Bungie was done.
I thought the goal was 3 million.
I heard.
No.
Originally, I think the goal was 3 million.
Oh, the bar at the top said 5
on like Tuesday.
Yeah,
my god,
they're gonna hit 5 million. You wait till Lupo.
I know.
Lupo, is Lupo finished it?
Yeah, I think he finishes it up every year.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Bungie had over $800,000 raised at the end of their block.
It was crazy
after the 4-hour block. That's just insane.
DMG said, "You know what? We've met what we did all of last year in 20 minutes of this stream. He was flabbergasted.
Well,
And
they're already at 4 million now for the total.
Oh yeah.
They're already at what they had last year, and they still got the whole weekend to go.
Exactly.
That's insane.
They'll hit 5 million. Lupa always brings it home. I'm
sure, Lupo's going to get $1 million regardless. I mean, they're going to raise $1 million on Lupo's stream.
Oh, just the developers or whoever sponsors him, I'm sure, are going to throw some major money his way. So I'll be tuning in. I always like watching his streams, even though he doesn't play Destiny all the time.
It looks like they're probably going to pass probably 5 million just in probably tonight, maybe.
Really?
Well, yeah, DCP's doing theirs now, right? They're up until midnight.
That's right.
They're $50,000 away.
And we're recording this on Friday night, by the way, so you're trying for reference.
Wow, so they're $50,000 away.
That is unbelievable, dude. That's just.
This right here is when I'm so proud to be a member of the Destiny community when they come together during this time.
Absolutely.
I tell everybody at work about how much money that they raise just for St. Jude's.
Yeah, it's a good way.
So cool.
It's just a good way for a Destiny community to pump their chests. You know, we take
it just feels good, you know?
Yeah, it does.
Because we could be assholes for sure, but when it comes down to helping kids and shit, we definitely pull together.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we could be Call of Duty people, you know?
Yeah, we could.
We could be.
Thank God we're not.
Thank God we're not.
Anyway. Yeah.
But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just trying to right the ship, even though I'm drinking and probably drunk.
Sorry.
But
Hazel, you got the calm.
Woohoo! We're going streaking. All right. So, update 2901. So with this, thank God they fixed the running.
Thank you.
I appreciate that because, you know, we don't need to run if you're a Titan trying to do a seismic smash on somebody. So, so they fixed the run. I appreciate that. They also fixed, actually, that was pretty much it. They fixed that, and then they also did something controversial, where basically they took away the one thing for dredging, where basically you don't have to get the 3 resets anymore for that. So myself, I got my dredging, and I feel like I didn't earn it. But I'm still going to do my next reset just for, you know, posterity, just so I can say, hey, I did it, you know. I took it first. But
you did it old school. Gotcha.
Exactly. So, now Worker, on the other hand, I don't know if he's going to, you know, chicken out or not. But,
yeah, just for the record, I got dredging back when dredging became a title, so just saying.
Back in his
what does that matter?
Back in my day.
We take Gambit uphill both ways.
And we had Queensbreaker bows coming at us.
Now you have truth, so I don't want to hear it.
All right, fine. Carry on.
Nothing changes. There's always something better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But they are going to be releasing update 2902 this Sunday, or no, I'm sorry, this Tuesday coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So Witherhoard is going to be fixed. FYI.
Yeah, it was doing crazy damage to like raid bosses and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And then some miscellaneous fixes there. So some people are still getting drops at 750 power, which is me. So I'll be glad when they fix that. And then they're going to fix an issue with double tapping buttons.
I just had that problem. I was playing my hunter and I just did a double dodge in Crucible. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I'd hit it again. Nothing happened. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? They remapped the button without telling me? So yeah, the double trigger dodge for hunter was not working.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I kind of remapped some of my buttons, and my shield, my Titan barricade just randomly fucking pops up. I love it. I'm like sliding or something, and I'm like, oh, hey, look at that. My shield's up. Okay. Oh, well, let me fucking jump through that shit again. So, yeah, there's that. And aside from that, controversial thing also this week is that they fixed the armor engrams, the umbrals. They fixed that, so that no longer gives exorbitant amounts of pinnacles. So that was sad and fun.
Party's
All
over.
lasted.
Yep.
Yep. Now we have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing is Beyond Light coming out.
Okay.
FYI, in case you didn't know.
Beyond Light? Never heard of it.
Yeah. So
I don't know what you're
basically,
talking about.
so well, actually, what you can do is you can actually go back and listen to an episode we did called "A Gentleman's Wager" and listen to my part
Oh, Lord.
because I predicted everything that happened.
You know what? That episode might suddenly disappear.
It's okay. I'll mention it every episode. Since,
Okay.
so.
Then the fans will demand it back. I got you. All right. Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, Beyond Light's coming out. And with it, they're giving a smattering of fun stuff, freeze tag emote, legendary emblem, yank, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's for sale now. Just so you are aware, if you want to go ahead and buy it, if you're Gator, you can drop your $70 to get the seasons coming up. But the thing that I noticed was this.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked on it and I'm like, hey, maybe I'll go ahead and just pick up it. And I've been teetering with not picking up the seasons.
Really?
Just to, yeah.
Okay.
Because I just don't, I don't know. I think just, if you pre-order it, you sort of being hopeful. Yes. And for me, it's like once bitten, twice shy. Or AKA, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Won't get fooled again.
Exactly, right?
I still love that song you put in there. Was that your song, Hazel? The one you put in there with the rap artist who said that? It was so funny every time
Possibly.
I hear it.
J. Cole, yeah.
Yeah, every time I
You're
hear
welcome.
it. It's a great song.
You're welcome. Exactly, right? But yeah. See, and that's the thing is that for me, I'm kind of hedging my bets. I'm like, you know what? I'm willing to give Bungie $10 a season, I think. If I, if I want to, dive into the content more. But I think I'm going to probably bow out of getting the seasonal content. So what I was doing was I was looking online and I'm like, okay, well, hey, let's see what they have. So they have 3 levels or 3 tiers. The first level is the Gator level, the AKA Bungie Shill level.
What? What?
Don't feel bad, Gator. I'm going to be getting it too.
Well, I mean, it's
I just haven't pulled the trigger yet.
$69.99. You get all the seasons and the game and the DLC. Enough said. It's so simple.
Yep. It's everything.
Exactly. It is. It's simple. You just give your money to Bungie and hope you have something to do. Then they also have 2 other levels. So one of them is just Beyond Light by itself for $40.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of weird. So what's this next level? And the middle level is Beyond Light plus $10 more, and you get 1 season.
Oh, so it's not included like it was in Shadowkeep.
Exactly correct, yeah. It's not included like it was in Shadowkeep.
I see what you're saying.
So, yeah. I don't exactly know how I feel about that. But here's hoping that Beyond Light has enough material in it to warrant, that $10. Now, I know it's just $10, but still. To me, it's the principle of it. And it's like, we could have another, season of The Drifter again, where it's all just Reckoning and Gambit Prime again. And we all love that, right?
Yeah, but dude, you're getting a season for free when you buy the deluxe edition. You're paying $30 for the 4 seasons. See what I'm saying? It's like $7.50 a season.
Yeah, but
you're telling me there's not $7.50 of entertainment in one season of game? That's 90 days. Hold on. Whoa, hold on a sec. Hey, Hazel, how much is that season pass for Call of Duty?
1,000 COD points.
$10.
$10.
Like 1,000 COD points.
And how long is the season?
I don't know, 5,000 or 50 days, I think is what it said.
So it's not even just barely
Not even 3 months.
Not even 2 months.
Yeah,
not even 2 months.
Not even 2 months, yeah.
Something like that, maybe. But here's the thing, though, that's interesting, though.
Okay.
So, if you play Warzone, that's what you get.
Yeah.
You get COD points.
Yeah.
You can get I think I ended up getting I don't know. I didn't even really pay for my seasons. So this is only my second season that I've played, and the first season I got my 1,000 just from playing.
Really?
So yeah, so I got basically my 2 seasons, this season and last season, for free.
So they're counting on you buying some extra stuff.
Well, yeah, exactly, because the extra stuff kicks ass.
Yeah.
There's a white fucking wolf that can jump and bite your throat.
What
the hell is that? It's great.
That's a kill streak?
No, not a kill streak. It's a finisher.
Oh my God, finishers!
If you played it, you would know.
I don't know. I didn't know they had finishers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
yeah, and that's pretty much everything in the TWAB.
Well, I tell you what, we've covered. I think we covered everything there. Let's move. Let's just continue our conversation here while we're on the topic, and talk about the season of the Arrivals. Geran, just doing a helicopter 360 here. What's your overall? I would say, what's your overall impression of the season of Arrivals?
Okay. What the fuck are you supposed to be doing?
They kept you in the dark this season, didn't they?
It's just, I don't understand. Okay, when we had the spire that we were building to get trials back,
right?
You had your fractaline, you got it with no matter whatever you did, you were dropping fractaline like crazy, invested it into the spires or whatever the hell they were calling them.
Right.
And it was easy. You knew what you were doing. Just throw it in there. You're good to go. Last season with the bunkers, I don't think I upgraded one bunker because I couldn't get the goddamn currency to drop from anything. What the hell am I supposed to be doing? And it's the same thing going forward into this season. I haven't upgraded anything yet. I haven't gotten any currency to upgrade this shit. What am I doing wrong?
All right, I'm going to help you out here. All you got to do is they have a story mission on each week for the next. I think it's for 3 weeks total, and then it repeats itself. And you remember how it was with Dreaming City, where there was a rotating, kind of thing that was going on in the world? It's the same thing with this. Eris is in trouble, and in a nutshell. In a nutshell, I haven't had enough to drink to say that. In a nutshell, Savathun is blocking our conversation with the Triangle ships. Long story short, that's what's happening. So we have to go in every week and fight Savathun's forces and clear it. And that's what your relic is that you're upgrading through the season. That's the communication device. And every time you complete that story, the first of the week, and it's per character, by the way, it unlocks it for her to be able to research it and find out what's going on. So, and supposedly it clears, I guess, where she can communicate with the Triangle ships or something. It's kind of vague there.
She basically reads what.
Yeah.
She can determine or decipher what it means to a degree.
And I've never seen so much lore in one season. I mean, they are just throwing lore at us like crazy. Fun fact here, every time you do the story every week with another character, you get a different saying from Nokris when you walk in. He says something different every time.
Really?
Or just about every time. It might have repeated once, but the third character I brought in was my hunter, and he was saying something, and then Eris chimed in and said something. I'm not going to ruin it because I want you guys to experience it, but every time you unlock that story, you get a little tab where you can read the lore on it. It's really nice. It's really cool.
So
once you I know you're asked about the upgrading. I'm going to help you here. Every time on a character you complete the story, you have to do the initial story to unlock the recaster and all of Drifter's wares over there.
Right.
So you have to run the first story. Once you do that, it says, okay, go talk to Drifter. It gives you a few things to do. And you've probably already done that.
Yeah.
The next week, the thing that's throwing people off is this twisted energy that you have to have. That's what ranks up the caster, just like the things in Mars. God.
Right.
Damn it.
The bunkers.
No, yeah, the bunkers last season, but the season before that was the
obelisk.
Thank
obelisk.
you.
That's right.
Thank you. The obelisk. So it's a very rare currency, and there's only 2 ways you can get it. You have to complete the story every week on each character, and you'll get like 500. So that's 1,500 right there if you have 3 characters. That ranks it up like several times, by the way. I rank mine up. I'm on the second. I have 3 characters, and another way you can get the Twisted Energy is the 2 weekly bounties that they give you at the recaster.
Yeah, they give you 500 each.
500 each for that. So, and you get 200 when you complete the story. You get 200 of the other currency that you need, which is, do you remember what it's called, Hazel?
That's the altered element.
Altered element. That's what we're gonna have a shortage of. I can tell you right now.
That's what I have a shortage of right now, because motherfucker, I've got 9 umbral engrams waiting on me.
No way to focus them, right? Yeah. And that's what you do.
I could cash them in if I want to be a bitch about it.
And that's what happens, Geran. These umbral engrams drop instead of regular. You still get the prime engrams that give you highlight stuff, but there's other things that drop called umbral engrams that kind of hiss a little darkness out of them when they drop.
Right.
You can either just turn those into the Drifter, like you would normally do with the Cryptarch, but he claims he's a better Cryptarch. You could either do it just blindly, and you can either do it blindly, and it'll just give you the loot pool of everything, and you just get a chance of getting it to drop. Or you can focus those engrams. The first level is on certain seasons. You can focus it, but when you get to the next row down, and this is what happens when you unlock stuff. You can actually focus it on certain weapons of this season, past season, of Drifter's weapons. You can focus it even more. And then the final row, which I haven't unlocked yet, looks very expensive, by the way. You can focus armor that has high mobility, high recovery, high any of the stats you want to pick, and also different types of focus on weapons too. So that's the ultimate thing you're trying to do. But if you play your 3 characters every week, the story, and do those 2 weekly bounties, and they're very easy, by the way. It's like get precision kills. And the other one I think this week was what, Hazel? You remember what it was?
Kill Taken.
It was Kill Cabal. Kill Cabal. It was 1 week. It's very simple stuff. You just play the game. Just go where those races are and just kill them, and boom, it pops up. You're done. And if you did just that, since you're limited on time, that's all you need to do, really. And the Umbral Engrams will drop as you're playing. The couple hours you do, few hours you have every week.
Right.
But that's the main thing. That's the main thing.
You get pinnacles just for upgrading your casters. So if you get 1,500 per character, that's 3 right there.
See, that's the problem. I can't run my 3 characters like I used to be able to.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't have the time for that.
Wait a minute. How old's your son?
He's 7.
He might be able to do it for you. Drafty's done it. Drafty's put his son to work before. I don't know.
Well, once he gets a load of this podcast, and he might get excited.
What's his name?
Connor.
Connor, you got to help your dad out, man. Connor, you got to help your dad. Help your dad get
called up.
Right? You're getting called out of the bullpen, buddy. Come on, let's do it.
If it was a touchscreen, he'd be all over it, because he can work that iPad like it was going out of style. But
I hear you, man.
He can't work that controller very well yet. He's still working on that.
I got you, man. I got you.
That's
well,
funny.
So that in a nutshell, if you do those minimal things, and of course you get pinnacles also when you do your 3 Gambit games every week, 3 or 4, and if you play, 4 Crucible matches on the core one, you get a pinnacle there. And you play the strike playlist. Those 3 strikes you got to do, just match the element that it is for the week. You get a pinnacle there. So there's 3 pinnacles right there you can get. And of course, if you complete your clan engram, that's a pinnacle also. So there's several ways to get it. And there's powerful ones everywhere too, like normal. But they added these pinnacles last season, so it's much easier. It's much easier to power up now than it was last season.
If the pinnacles isn't the issue that I'm having. I can get the pinnacles.
Sure.
I think the pinnacles are one of the things I can actually get done
Yep.
on a nightly basis. It's the upgrading the caster.
What I do every
driving me crazy.
What I do every morning, and I know you don't play every day, I get it, but every morning first thing I do is go to Drifter. I'll get his daily civic bounties, which don't give you XP, plus they give you the little tokens, those little chips. you can use in Gambit Prime. But it rakes up your Gambit, and it also gets the 8 bounties that you have to do for him every week. First thing I do is grab those. There's usually 3 or 4 that I can do easily. Then I'll grab everything I can find, not the extra ones, but just the basic ones in the Recaster, which give you 25 of that altered energy every time you do it. You need 50 minimal to and you get so many free ones every week too. You unlock that eventually when you start unlocking the Recaster. You'll start getting free focuses. I think I get 5 a week as what I've unlocked so far. So eventually it gets cheaper there. But when you get to that last row, that's when you have to start getting other things. And there's something you can buy. I'm gonna look it up. There's something you can buy from the caster right now, or drifter, or one of the two. It is it's a special thing you have to have for that last row, and you can only buy 5 a week. But you can only buy
them now, though.
Yes, buy them now because you only get 5 a week. So start, and they're not expensive. They're not expensive to get. They are
the trace overrides.
Trace overrides. You're gonna need those for to buy that last row of super focused armor and gear. So
right.
Well, it's just armor, I believe.
It might be just armor. I haven't gotten to that tier yet, so I can't tell you. But get that. Buy 5 of those a week, everybody. Fun fact. Buy 5 of those trace overrides because you're going to need them later in the season when you want to buy that really focused armor for the next season, or for this season to prepare for next season. So, but just do the bounties, do those bounties from the Recaster, and start collecting your altered energy. Even if you don't have time to focus your engrams, you can hold 10 in your inventory and 10 more in your postmaster if it doesn't have anything else in it. So even if as they drop and you collect them, you can save up that altered energy and then turn them in all at once if you want. So hopefully that helps you out, man. We'll see. That's one of the things I was going to mention about the seasonal arrivals is they don't really tell you much. You kind of have to just work around and figure out. You got to kind of figure out how to do everything. I like that actually. It was like Destiny 1 was.
Yeah.
I don't know about that
feeling.
Huh? Anyway, but
I didn't think it felt like Destiny 1 in the fact that you had a set progression bar or whatever. You knew what you had to do day in and day out.
Sure.
And this doesn't seem like it's that cut and dried anymore.
Destiny is getting more complicated.
Very much so.
You can think good old man
streamers.
No.
For that.
Well, that too. But it starts at the head of Destiny. I mean,
Luke Smith.
Luke Smith is the one who wants to make it more of an MMO. So that you can thank him for these little twists and turns they keep putting in. Like you can really fine tune your gear really well now. And oh my God, dude! Every time you can get those mods that they produce every week, grab them up, man. Some of those mods are so wicked.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
So just go to that every week. Make sure you go to that Recaster and pick all that stuff up.
Well, the mods reset every day.
Oh, that's right. That's right. There's new ones every day. And that's one of your triumphs is to get all the mods. So keep collecting those. And then they cost like a few legendary shards and
mod components.
Which I think everybody has like a 500 of those right now because you can't use them for anything else.
I got a lot of mod components.
Exactly. So yeah, you'll have the currency for it. So just buy those up too. Hazel, what's your overall of the season so far? We're in week 2 now. What's your overall thoughts?
I'm from the outside looking in, I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing. It looks nice and everything else, but it's just, there's something about it that just doesn't seem, I don't know, it just doesn't seem focused to me. I can't really figure out where the lack of focus is. I think it might have something to do with basically that once you do the contact stuff, then you do the interference mission.
Right.
You're basically done for the week.
You can be. Yeah, that's what I was telling him. If you do that minimally every week, you'll get what you need to rank up stuff.
And I don't know if that's going to be the new new norm for Destiny, where basically it's like, hey, we're gonna just give you this for X amount of time, and then
Right.
you can go off and do your own thing and that. But I just don't know. I mean, it just seems kind of weird. What do you think?
I've already mentioned I like how they got us in the darkness. I mean, I hate it when they say, here's our very exact dates and everything, time that everything's going to come out for this season, the roadmap they usually put out. I'm glad it is very vague roadmap now that we established that last week. I love how they're not giving us any specific details. I am looking forward to, the usual summer events that they throw, the Solstice of Heroes. I love that stuff. I eat it up. Every year I complete it. So
I have issues with that, though. Because we've been screwed the last 2 years.
Yeah, you'll get the new armor. Yeah, and then you throw it away.
You and your new armar.
And then it disappears a week later.
That's what I'm saying. I was so happy I brought this new 2.0 armor, and then I was like, I'll throw it in the vault. Maybe I'll use it one day, but it's already been dismantled. All of it has been.
Yeah, exactly. And like, come on now. Like, I feel like such a schmuck for fucking, like, putting in my time and effort into that, and then all of a sudden it's like, anyway.
Yeah, man, I hear you. Well, I don't know. It's,
let alone if you spent your money on the glow.
Yeah, the glow was cool, but like I said, it lost its novelty really quickly. I mean, it was really quickly pushed aside because they did put they did put a level, when 2.0 armor came out, none of that stuff was transferable. So, I don't know. It looked good at the time. I could show it off while playing the last year. But other than that, I agree. Hopefully they'll have something a little more advantageous for all the work we put in to complete the books and stuff. We'll have to see, I guess. But, they're not telling us a lot about it. So, you know how Bungie is. They'll start slowly revealing stuff in the TWABs every week, and we'll start getting all excited. So,
yep.
What do you guys think of the new public event, that Contact public event? Have you played it yet, Geran?
Yeah, I think it's fucking cool. I really like it.
Yeah, I like Gambit. So this is Gambit without the invasions, right?
It's actually, I think a buddy that I play with a lot, played Nero. He was in my old clan before I joined back with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
He hates PvP. Will not go into PvP at all.
Right.
So he hates Gambit because of the PvP aspect of it.
Right.
He absolutely loves this new event because it's Gambit without the invasion.
I love how the bosses are even more badass that you encounter. I'm like, oh my God, look at the size of that Cabal, man. That guy is monstrous.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I like the bosses they're rolling out. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, the thing I like about it most...
I swear to God, Hazel's the 30 and still gaming of our podcast. He's like, yeah, it's all right.
No, but here's the thing, though, okay? The thing I like about it most...
Uh-huh.
Now, I have to laugh when I say this, but it's quick.
Yeah,
it is quick.
Yeah, if everybody's
if you get a group that knows what they're doing, it's really quick.
It's funny.
Like a fucking slog to go through it. It's just like, Jesus,
Just chill. I know. You just have to make sure you have enough people. I rolled up on 3-4 guys that were just sitting around. I'm like, why is anybody activating this thing? Let's go. And I was just, surfing around looking for chests, doing my usual farming and stuff, and the guy turns around and shoots at me like, you playing? And I just gave him an emote, said, yeah, I'm in, man, let's go. So they started up, and of course we heroicked it really quick. So I don't know, it's different.
Did you heroic it legit, or
no
it?
Oh no, I don't even know about a cheese. I only do it
Wait,
legit.
you can cheese it?
Yeah,
How do you cheese it?
All right, how do you cheese it?
You do the same thing that you pretty much always do with it. Whenever you have to slam something in something else, you just go, hey, okay. So you go to slam it, and then you, I think you hold triangle.
Oh yeah,
right before you do it.
The old glitcher. Yeah.
What? I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
And then what happens is it goes ahead and it breaks like the animation, so you ended up depositing it, then it like kicks the ball back out. And then you can go ahead and do it
again. And it counts it.
Get the hell out of here.
I'll have to try that. I'll have to try that.
Nice.
Now,
let's try that.
One of the things I unlocked on my Recaster is on the Contact public event, when I deposit 15 motes at once, it creates a heavy ammo crate for everybody. I thought that was pretty cool. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's nice incentive to get people to put in 15.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, not everybody does, that's for sure. But I'll either take the role of just standing up high somewhere and shooting my oh god, I gotta tell you about the new bow that I'm using. I'm pulling up them right now. Not the heavy bow, not the Leviathan's Breath. I just got that. But oh my god, the Catalyst on Trinity Ghoul, you got to get it, man.
I've heard it was really good.
It's a beast. All you have to do is get a kill with it, and it charges it. And every time you get a kill with it, it charges it again. It's like, this is awesome, man. I mean, it's for ad clearing, it is fantastic.
Yeah, it was funny. We were playing this week, and Gator was like telling us about the Catalyst, and I'm like, yeah, I know. You get the Catalyst, and you can do it off of any kill. And he's like, what? Right. No, it's not any kill. And I
couldn't believe it. I was right. I was like, wow. It didn't have to be. I thought it had to be a precision shot, because before the Catalyst, you had to get a precision shot in order to activate it. Now it's just you kill anything. A little thrall, activated. It's awesome. Definitely got to get the Catalyst for that. And you know what? It dropped for me the first week. So I think they want people to get it pretty quick. If you play the story, I think it dropped on the last part of the story, my first interference mission. So definitely want to get it. It's worth getting. And it didn't take long. I think 200 kills with it, I think. Wasn't too bad at all. Didn't take long at all.
Exactly. Especially if you go into the Whisper mission.
Right. Yeah, I didn't do that.
I do it soon, and that's going away.
I just do.
But I can always go into the, Last Wish.
See, this is how I'm different than you, Hazel. I grab all my gun bounties. I grab all my bounties from the Recaster, and I'll go into if it fits, I'll go into the appropriate lost sector on whatever planet, and I'll get those kills while I'm getting my other gun stuff too. And I'll walk out of there having 10 bounties done. That's how you rank up. Yeah. All right.
I'm all about efficiency, but to me it's more efficient just to go, hey, I need this, I'm going to go here. And the good thing is too with Shuro-Chi, you enter in the code once on Tuesday, and then you're good all week basically until next reset.
That's good.
You don't have to go back. So you just load back in on Wednesday and go like, I'm done.
How about have any of you guys played the new Prophecy dungeon yet?
No. I am not high enough level.
I played with Kingsley Mack and one of our newest members of our clan, Aviator Weldon, and I think I was about 1042 power at the time, and we made it through the first the first two encounters. It was fun, very dizzy. Don't drink when you're playing that one. You'll get a little sick because it's just a little topsy-turvy. This whole encounter is. Kingsley was nice enough to, he had already run it, and he was nice enough to just let me and Aviator figure it out. And he gave us little hints when we needed to, but it doesn't do crazy. But when we get to that final room, and I'm not going to spoil it because I want you guys to experience it like I did, recommended 1060 power, and boy, when you have a taken thrall just punch you and you're dead, you get that feeling. You get that feeling like, okay, I think I hit the wall here. I don't think I'm going to be strong enough to finish this. And we tried. Thanks to Kingsley Mack and Aviator Weldon, because we tried, man. We did several runs at the end. We got to the end pretty quick. I mean, the intermediate areas and stuff were all fun, and you'll just have to experience it for yourself. I think it's not as good as the pit, but it was very unique, very strange. And I had a good time doing it. It was fun. I can't wait to finish it. Now that I'm a little higher power, I think I might have a shot. I think I'm going to wait till I get to 1060, though. I'm almost there. So get that artifact cranked up. That's all you got to do. Let's see. Anything else we want to mention about the Season of Arrivals? I'm just looking through my notes here and make sure I'm not forgetting anything. How about the forge farming? What do you guys think of that? Did you guys all participate in the forge farming?
No, I did not, unfortunately. I didn't know about it until they already fixed it.
I know. Yeah, I did a little bit. I think I gained like 5 or 7 levels, light levels. I found out about it late as well, and then once I did it, I just reduced my light down so I wouldn't, because I had to legitimately run a few guns through the forge, and it was on GoFanon that day, and I was like, why is everybody just sitting still? What the hell's going on? And I was at like 1020 light at the time, So if only thing I ask, if you're going to do it, either set your date back like Des Raven says on your PS4, or
drop your light level.
Drop your light so you're not, there's probably a lot of new light players out there that are 9,000 light that are trying to, go through this and run this and get their, there's a bunch of exotic quests you have to run through these forges. So don't ruin it for them, but it doesn't matter now because they fixed it. Now you have
they boot you to orbit after each completion.
Which, you know what? I never understood why they kept me in matchmaking after. I always hated that. I was always trying to back out too fast, and I wouldn't back out in time, and then all of a sudden I'd be rematch made into it. And sometimes, if nobody in the game left, they would automatically throw you right back in it again. I'm like, son of a bitch, I got to run it again now.
Yep.
So maybe this was a good thing that they throw you to orbit now, because now once you get your gun, you've run your weapon bounty and you cashed it in, and you're done with the forge for that, whatever you were doing. Now you don't have to sit there and mash the leave button. So that was one thing I wanted to mention. What do you guys think about the leveling system overall? I mean, a lot of people would complain that they're forge farming because the leveling system's stupid, that you have to do a bunch of stuff that you don't want to do to level up. I have to somewhat agree with this, because why don't they just let us play the game? Just whatever we play, like in Destiny 1, whatever you did, whether it was could do a bounty or do a patrol or whatever, you would get a little bit added to that bar at the bottom, right? To rank you up.
Yep.
What do you guys think of how it's done now?
Go ahead, Hazel. Go first, and then I'm gonna go.
Me? Why me?
You go first.
He wants to finish it out.
Okay. So I think it's a crock. I mean, because but the thing is though, is that it's Bungie. They want you to play the game their way. That's the reason why they fixed forge farming, why they fixed the umbral armor
upgrade
engrams, so quickly, because they don't want you to level up too fast. That's the reason why they put caps on your XP bar back in like year 2.
Or how they limit your what is it, your twisted energy every week, so you don't upgrade everything too quick.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, it's like, come on, if I want to play the game, then let me just fucking play the game how I want to play it. Why do I have to play by your rules? What does it get you? Does it get me more invested in the game? No, all it does is piss me off. I mean, I don't want to fucking play it.
It's that slow burn, man. That's what Bungie's always done.
Slow burn.
Bungie is always afraid. Bungie's always been afraid that everyone's going to just max everything out and then quit playing. I know
because we do.
That's what we did.
Yeah, we burned through the content at the beginning of the season or beginning of the DLC, whatever it is. Well, not just us. I mean, I can't speak for anybody else because I can't burn through it like that. But these streamers burn through it in 2 days, and then they bitch for 4 months about not having anything to do.
Exactly.
Well, if you play the game 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, every day, you're going to burn through any goddamn content. I don't give a shit what it is.
Yeah, I've already expressed my opinions on this. I don't want to get in trouble with anybody, but I agree, man. I mean, just let us play however we want. That's what I loved about Battlefield. If I threw ammo, I got points. If I assisted, I got a point. If I healed somebody, I got a point. I was helping the team out. I was leveling just by just doing anything in the game. And at the end of the game, you'd hear the the dial just cranking up the XP, and then it would show your level bars. I love that. That's the way it should always be. Just play our game.
You know what I have an issue with, though, more than anything else in the game right now?
What's that?
Is the simple fact that they have weapons locked behind the battle pass. Fucking infuriates me no end.
Yeah, I get
It's like, how the hell are you going to lock a sword and the pulse rifle behind and the battle pass? If I never get to level 30, I never get that weapon unlocked for me.
Yeah. And 45 for the Cold Denial pulse. It's really good in Crucible, by the way.
But come on now. I mean, all that does is that pisses me off to the point where I really don't care. And that's the reason where part of it is like, you know what? I really don't, I'm okay with if they're going to do this shit again going forward, fuck them then.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it, man.
But, a lot of my distaste right now is for the sunsetting. I busted my ass for 3 seasons to get my Not Forgotten.
Right.
You know, I don't know if you know how hard it was to get that
I didn't
gun.
even try because I just don't like hand cannons. It's a personal thing.
I love it. I love the gun.
Right.
But all the time in sweat and tears that I put into getting that goddamn gun,
right,
that is going to be worthless come September.
No, not exactly, because PvP is not power based. All it's going to limit you on is like the new raid or the new end game events that you have to have high power for. I know, I get what I'm not putting you down. I'm just saying I get what I know where you're coming from.
It just feels like it's going to be gone.
If that's like the gun you always like to use everywhere, then yes, it's going to affect you because you're not going to be able to use it everywhere like you used to.
Yeah, because here's the thing. PvP. Yeah, like what he said though is that most stuff right now has a cap of 1060.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then so the newest stuff has a cap of I think it's 1360.
Right.
So 300 power above.
Right.
So what if they put strikes at 1200? Just regular strikes at 1200. That makes his Not Forgotten useless. It makes all that.
That's true. I mean, it's a moving target. It's gonna keep moving up. That's for sure.
I mean, I get why they're doing it too. I mean, you don't want to use the same gun for 3 years straight. I mean, but I literally just got it last season.
Well, you know what?
The season before last.
We had a question about that in our Discord questions later on, and maybe that'll shed some light on it, what each of us think about it. But it's not exactly that question, but it plays on what we're talking about. But no, I get what you're saying, man. I really do. And there's Bygones. That's the gun I'm gonna miss when Bygones finally. And I looked at it and said it can only go to 1060. I'm like, my Bygones only goes to 1060. That means this is the last season I can use it. I was like, man, that's sad. That worries me a little. But like I said, I just hope if they can put other weapons in there like that Cold Denial Pulse, then I won't even think about the Bygones. In fact, I got to admit, I haven't used it one time this season. Maybe that's a testament. But
but if they're talking that power creep is the reason why they're doing it, in order for that gun to be as good as your Bygones, it's going to have power creep, and they're trying to get away from that. You know that pulse rifle is not going to be as good as that Bygone.
Well, the main reason they did this sunsetting, I believe, is because people didn't have any intention. There was no intention to get any of the new weapons, because as long as your Bygones or your Not Forgotten did the job just as well, and you were comfortable using it, there was no motivation to get the new weapons. And they wanted to make sure their team created some neat weapons. They didn't want to limit themselves as to what they can do. I don't know. We're talking very early in the game here, and until the next DLC comes out in the fall, I think I'm just going to say this right now. Hazel's going to be buying some seasons in the fall.
I mean, I'm still going to be playing it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm going to bitch about it the whole time.
Oh, of course we are.
Exactly.
We're totally addicted. It's our mistress. We're totally addicted. I get it.
One thing that I've been noticing, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but in your drops, have you been getting curated rolls? Shit that's already masterworked?
No,
Sometimes.
I haven't gotten any curated rolls.
I play, and I don't even like playing strikes, but I played strikes to get my pinnacles this week, and I got that auto rifle that's from Savathun.
Duty bound.
It was fully masterworked. I guess it was the curated roll. And
that's different though. I'm talking about the false promises, new shit.
Not yet. I haven't.
So I got a false promises. It was fully masterworked. Subsistence and rampage. And I didn't sink anything into this thing. And I'm like, what the hell? How did I get that? And then I noticed that I got a hollow words.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the fusion rifle.
Right.
And that's fully masterworked too. Take a look at your loadouts and your gear and that kind of thing, because you might have some stuff that's fully leveled up. Or
I'm looking right now.
That's masterworked and you don't know it. So.
I don't see
shitty
any.
RNG is giving me stuff like this.
You might just be getting really lucky, man. I don't see anything masterworked yet.
I ain't got nothing. I'm looking right now. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
I'm just
other
wondering
than
if
my
they're just
Fellwinter's Lie.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they're dropping some stuff that's maybe just masterworked and maybe not like the curated rolls or something.
It could be. I mean, if you don't like any of the rolls on it, that's going to give you some stuff back that you can apply to other masterworks. But I had one other pet peeve before we go here. And this goes back to the dungeon when I was playing with Kingsley, and Kingsley's going to laugh because this is what I was complaining about the whole time. We were in the final room, and I had the heavy ammo finder scavenger perk on my armor, and I don't know how you guys have experienced this, but not one damn heavy block dropped, and we ran it several times just to build up some ammo. And Bungie, please either bring back weapon sense where we can just load up some ammo for the next, if we're heading into the next encounter of like the prophecy, or give us areas in between the encounters, or like areas where there's a little circle where we can throw down a stave where we can load up on our ammo before we run in, because nothing's more frustrating than having to do useless farming of ads just to get ammo, just so you can go to the next area and play. Because if you're running in to kill the boss at the final part of prophecy, you don't have a drop of heavy ammo, and you have to keep playing and kill all the garbage ads until everybody in your group is all stocked up just to make one run at the boss. That's a waste of my time. It's a fucking waste of my time.
We've been doing that since D1.
Yeah,
I was always
doing an ammo run.
I'm over it.
And then white.
I'm over it, dude. I'm over it.
Leviathan. I mean, if you think back to D1 vanilla, when you were doing Leviathan, they didn't even have the staves then.
No,
actually had the yellow bars that you had to go out, the orange bars, and you had to kill them.
I can remember going. I can remember going into the baths.
I remember that too.
Starting the encounter just to get ammo.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is either give us.
That's the reason why they're there. Those ads in the beginning are there at dogs, so you can get heavy ammo from those guys.
Right. And it was a perk on your armor that could do that. Yeah, I remember that.
No. It's not even that. The originally in vanilla D2, the reason why that you would get heavy or special or something like that, or kinetic from killing orange bars.
Right. I remember now. Yeah, and why? But why should we have to do that, Hazel? Why can't we just load up on heavy ammo, put a stave down, but load up on heavy ammo, and then it's just a waste of time. It takes enough time to make all these runs in here. Why
they want you to play the game their way?
Oh no! Don't get me started. I've never played so many strikes in my life, and I hate strikes because they're all the same strikes. And I swear to God, every time I go into a strike, everybody's in frickin' speedrun mode, and I'm like, you know what? I got these bounties I got to do, guys. So what do I got to do? I have to leave. I have to go into a lost sector away from the group where I can kill my own set of ads for the strike. It's such BS, man. It's such there's just a few things they still need to fix in this game.
Yeah, so. Well, they need to bring back, and I don't even need a gun brought back. I need heavy ammo.
Yes,
special ammo sent.
They put a timer on it.
Goddamn back.
Never gonna happen.
They put a timer. I know with all the solo runners and stuff doing strikes and stuff. I know I get it why they're not going to do it again. But put a big timer on it or something. Or I think I like the stave idea because everybody wipes. You put in the stave. Everyone gets loaded up with all the ammo they need. You don't have to sit there and say, "Hold on, I gotta transfer some from my vault. I don't have any special scent. Hold on a sec. Everybody hold up. Go get a drink."
See, that's the thing, though. Yeah, exactly. It's
but
you get that one guy. It was me, inevitably. Like, oh yeah, whoops, I'm sorry, I wasn't able to cash that in yet.
And then you hear all the sighs under everybody's breath, waiting for you to get your damn ammo sent. I agree, it wasn't a perfect system, but at least we had it on demand when we needed it. If you were thought ahead enough to stock up on it before going to a raid. But I like the staff idea. You just need to put more of those. Maybe put them in every encounter room. Have a place in a corner where you can go throw a stave down and refill. Because what good is this game if you don't have any ammo in your gun? You know what I'm saying? You can play Bungie. We can play your way all day long. But if I don't have any heavy ammo, then I'm going to go do some worthless stuff in order to get my heavy ammo so I can play the game.
But that's the thing, though. If they wanted you to have heavy ammo, they would have given you heavy ammo, right?
I don't know. I swear all these solo and super raid running people, I think I think Bungie's afraid to give too much latitude because of some of the.
But why penalize the 99% when the 1%?
I've been saying this.
You know what I mean?
I've been saying this
It
for
drives
25
me
episodes.
Fucking crazy.
I've already been saying this for 25 episodes. They need to get feedback from the common hobby player, and base their game on that, because no knock to the streamers and content creators. I can't do anything that I do in this game without seeing how they're doing it. I mean, I'll be on YouTube every day seeing what's new, you know. I'm always scouring YouTube videos, and there's a lot of great content creators out there. But Bungie, you have to cater to the hobby players. That's 90% of your player base. So I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go down the whiny train on this. So
yeah, I'm not asking to be handed shit, you know, handed to me. But I also don't want you to base your game around the 1% of streamers who play this shit all day long, every day.
Yeah.
And expect me to be able to keep up with that shit, because I can't. I physically can't. There's not enough time in the day for me to do that shit. There's just not.
And how about Bungie? How about inviting 50% content creators who, yes, are gonna promote your little summits every year? I know you couldn't have one this year because of all the COVID crap going on. But how about 50 and 50? How about 50% hobby players and 50% content creators? And then you'll get an even keel playback and even keel comments on your game that will help everybody.
That's what they need.
So what I'm saying,
that
Bungie,
would be pretty cool.
What I'm saying, Bungie, is I'm waiting for my invitation. Okay.
Right. Get this man an invite.
No, yeah, but he's not a casual though.
I am a hobby player. I'm a hobby player. I log on every day. I play 3 to 4 hours a day. I'm not a hardcore. I'm not glad. I'm not popping on. I'm not popping on and playing all 8 hours a day every day.
Not a hardcore.
I'm not a hardcore.
Only plays
player.
3 hours a day.
3 to 4 hours. I play before I go to bed after I watch a show. That's what I do every night. That's the hobby player. They come home from work. They get their beer. They get their dinner. You know, they chill out, and then before they go to bed, they play some Destiny. I guarantee you, especially players that are older than 30, that's exactly how they play the game.
So I know that we've been stupidly critical of this, but can I be honest? I'm fucking loving the game.
Oh, of course. Of course.
We've always loved it.
Well, we'll always complain because we love the game, right? And that's what everybody always says. You know, Bungie, I'm not complaining. I just love the game so much. But yeah, I mean,
and I know what it could be. It was so good at the end of D1. It was so good at the end of D1.
Yeah, well,
and then they haven't got back to that point.
You know what though? Luke Smith addressed that. He goes, "You know what? We realized that because I thought Destiny 2 was a downgrade from Destiny 1 year 3.
Oh, very much so.
I thought we're gonna have so many more little things. It's gonna be great. That's gonna be added to the last year of Destiny 1. I cannot wait. Destiny 2 comes out. It's a totally new system, totally new way of doing things, and I was like, wow, we just got. This was not the game that I thought was coming. So I think a lot of people, you know, the people have spoken. They lost a lot of players back then when it first came out. So, I mean, I would hate to be in their shoes. I realize they have probably 10 different profiles of players that they're trying to please at once. I get that, Bungie. I do. I act like Bungie's listening to our podcast. Hey, a man can dream. A man can dream.
Right.
But really, I mean, serious. I realize they have a lot of people they have to, and it's a business, you know, they have to make money. But I really would say 90% of the players that play Destiny are hobby players. I know that's a bold statement. I really do.
That's not true.
Okay, then let's say 60. So, okay, let's say 60% hobby players log on every day.
I think maybe it's like 5% streamers, maybe 10.
I'm thinking 10% cas, 10% streamers.
No, man.
All right.
No, you're right.
20% casual.
I'm thinking like 30% casual.
All right. So 30, 10, and
actually,
60.
You know
30,
what?
10, and 60.
You know what, though? I think actually how it is it's probably reversed. It's probably 60% casual, 30% hobby, and 10% streamer. And the reason why I say that is because think about D2, how it started.
Right.
Think about how casual everything was.
It was so easy to get stuff.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Then think about like now where we are, where it's sort of like this weird mix between casual yet not. They're kind of given some aspirational things, but there's still that casual piece to it.
Right.
So I think that it's probably like maybe 60% people are casual, or 50% maybe, if to give Gator a carrot there, and then 40% hobby, and then 10% streamers. But I think that a majority of the fan base and the player base is casual.
Well, here's the thing about casuals, and Geran, I'm not putting you in here because I know you're a diehard Destiny player. Casuals play other games. They move on. They'll play, they'll dabble. Yeah, this is cool. Nice story. No more story? Okay, I'm out. I'm going to go play Minecraft. Or I'm going to go play Call of Duty. I mean, you name it. They go play it. I mean, that's where, there's a lot of players like that right now. But who are the people who carry Destiny year in and year out? It's the hobby players. And I'm telling you, it's more than 40%. I guarantee you they have to pay attention to hobby players. That's why they've done bounties. That's why they've done a lot of completion stuff in the game. And I eat it right up because that's what I love to do is complete stuff off my list.
If that's the case, though, then why are they focusing so much on the casual player?
I don't know, man. As a New Light player, I don't think that's catered to New Light players at all because my son didn't even know where the campaigns were. Unless he knew to go talk to Amanda Holiday, he didn't even know where the campaigns were. There was no direction on what he should do next. So I would say no, they're hardcore on. They know where their numbers are. They know who's paying $69.99 for their game. It's the hobby players. The streamers, of course, are going to spend all the bucks on the game because they make money from the game. They make money from creating content. So, of course, it's an investment for them. But for the casual player, they might just be buying the DLC and not the seasons. Who keeps the seasons alive? It's the hobby players. And it's more than 40%. And we can go all night on this. And our listeners are probably
can too.
Our probably are like,
so much.
I can hear
so much to say about it.
I can hear RNG Gator now. Come on, Gator. Quit repeating yourself. Come on, dude. We hear you. Move on. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I think we've spewed out everything we need to talk about Destiny as far as our likes and dislikes. And Geran, you're just getting started in it. So you'll probably have different opinions as you start unlocking stuff, because once you start unlocking that recaster, it starts to get really interesting. Really cool stuff starts to happen and open up for you. So I'll just say, just keep getting that twisted energy. Those 2 ways I told you, just every week.
And the other thing too, not just for Geran, but for anybody, is that I did enable basically where if somebody sends me an invite, that way it'll actually pop up instead of going to my session. So
I'll believe you.
Someone is covering their ass. Oh my God.
It's basically that's the reason why I did it. Why I turned it on, because I didn't know that it was set that way.
Okay.
And then he called me out and I'm like, "Oh shit." So so I did change that shortly after getting called out. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, listeners. Thank you, listeners, in advance for enduring that discussion, because I realize that probably a lot of it you already heard from the last episode. But thank you for hanging in there and listening to us ramble on about this game that we do love. We all love this game.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're in Destiny. We're in Bungie. We're in. We just like you to get some feedback from other players other than content creators, because those players really have some cool things to say, I think. So I'll be expecting my invitation next year. All right. Yeah. Let's move on. And I think we got good old Twitter and Discord questions, man. I always look forward to these. We got a ton. We got a ton this week. We got a lot of people asking questions this week. So let's move on to that right after this.
Showed up for you, Geran.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. We'll be right back. All right, gang. It is that time of the week. It is our Twitter and Discord questions from our community. This is where, folks in our Discord or Twitter send us questions about us, or about our guest, or about anything in general. And we try to answer those questions as best we can. And, I'm going to start off tonight's questions. I'm so tongue-tied tonight. So our first question is from Mrs. Hazelnut. If life were a video game, what would some of the cheat codes be? Geran, what do you think?
Oh my God. I don't even know how to answer that.
Well, I'll start off. One of my cheat codes would be invisibility, because sometimes I don't want to talk to people. When I'm doing my work, I just want to be left alone. Let me do my work. It'll show. I'll do good work for you. I'm talking mainly to my customers, but sometimes I just don't want to be bugged. And invisibility would be nice.
I got one now.
All
now
right.
that you set the tone.
Okay.
I want infinite lives. Because I'd be doing a hell of a lot more
That was my
off
second
the
one.
record shit.
That was my second one. I would love infinite lives, because
Yeah.
you messed up, no big deal. Moving on. I'll just respawn.
Do
right?
it again. Yep. Respawn.
Oh. I mean, I'll be honest, I had to look up some, cheats in games.
Uh-huh.
And, I saw the infinite lives one. I mean, that's a good one. That is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of think that I was torn between God mode.
Oh, can't go wrong with that.
Ooh, that's good.
Infinite lives, infinite guns, infinite whatever. But I think just for fun, I think I'd go with, from NBA Jam, big head mode.
Oh, nice.
I'm already at that level.
Bobblehead mode. I love it. Nice. I like it. All right, Hazel. You grab our next one.
All right. Sorry, I was somewhere else doing something else on my phone.
Uh-huh.
So,
okay.
Yeah, news is a thing.
Yes, it is.
Sucks sometimes. So, this is one that I actually loved. Drafty. While on the topic, what is the best mustard? Plain yellow, Dijon, horseradish, or other?
By the way,
I personally like honey mustard.
Ooh,
good pick.
Solid
pick. With chicken fingers, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, or nuggets, or whatever.
Anything.
Yeah, whatever you want to dip in it. Honey mustard.
Even salad. Screw it. Go with it.
Yeah.
Yep, that is a salad dressing too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. What about you, Hazel?
I'm a fan of that horseradish mustard.
I was just gonna
Oh,
say
that's
that.
good.
That or stone ground, high maintenance, get a little hoity-toity with it.
Horseradish on a roast beef sandwich is godly.
Yes.
I'm hungry. Might be right back, guys. I think I can find some roast beef somewhere in the house.
Man, it's 12:30, and I might make a sandwich.
Thanks for that, Drafty. Thanks for that.
Right.
Way to go. Now we're derailed.
Okay, I'll ask the next one here. Speaking of condiments, this is from Matty Bot. It says, what is your favorite go-to condiment? It always goes to you first, Geran, just so by the way.
Oh, okay. I was
You're always
sriracha.
Oh, okay.
Sriracha sauce. I love sriracha.
Oh,
I love a
nice.
little bit of heat in anything that I make. I make my own little dipping sauce whenever I've got the time to do it. I'll do mayonnaise with ketchup and a little bit of sriracha to put a little bit of heat to it. I love it.
Can't
Nice.
go wrong.
You ever put sriracha in your eggs?
I do.
Buddy. Here you go. Gator's all appalled over there.
That'll get me going in the morning. A little sriracha and eggs. Heck yeah.
Yep.
I like a little spice. I just can't take too much.
No, I don't want too much heat. Just a little bit of a bite.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, you can't go wrong with ketchup, man. I mean, the ketchup, I can use ketchup on a lot of different things, but mainly fries, and like we had crispy crowns tonight. God, those are good. Damn, I love crispy crowns.
The fuck is that?
It's like half a tater tot, but much tastier. It's like a hash brown circle. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
They're really
I
good.
got you.
Yeah. What about you, Hazel?
Gotcha. Trojans.
What?
What?
He said condiments, not condoms.
My bad.
Come on, man.
My bad. Sorry.
God almighty.
Perfect.
Gotta go with mustard. Mustard.
Yeah.
You know?
Can't go wrong on mustard either.
Yeah, I'm a convert, actually, because I used to put ketchup on everything. And my wife, she put mustard on everything. So I started trying mustard on everything. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, shit, this is better than ketchup. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one from Grugrux43. Question for the show. What is your favorite part of the season so far?
I hated this question. I hated it because I'm gonna just like completely debunk everything that I said before this.
Oh, great.
I don't know because it's only a week into the season. I don't know what my favorite part is, to be honest.
Check back with Geran later. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I got you. Hazel?
Right. Now, despite everything that I've said before,
All the bitching and moaning we just did.
all the bitching and moaning, Gator's head's about to collapse when I say this.
God.
My favorite thing is the grinding of getting to max power.
What?
You are insane.
What?
It is. It is absolutely my favorite part.
Well, I mean,
I love it.
I like it too, but my favorite part so far is the prophecy dungeon. I had a great time. I can't wait.
When I get into that, I'll let you know. But I haven't done that yet. So.
It's gonna be fun, dude. You'll like it. You really will. And I love dungeons.
I've liked the other dungeons they've had so far, so
well,
I can't imagine that that's going to be good too.
Dungeons are great because you only need 3 people, and it's like a mini raid, and the things you have to do are really tough, like a raid. So, yeah, you'll like it, man. You just got to get your light level up there. I would say if you have some 1060 friends and you're at 1040 something, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So, okay, Hazel, your turn.
All right. While we were on the subject of condiments, MattyBot also posted a disgusting video, and it says ranch shots, anyone? And it shows a guy or a woman, you can't tell which.
Yeah, it was a gal.
It was a gal? Okay. Couldn't tell which, regardless, people of Walmart quality. And they opened up a bottle of ranch and took a shot out of it. Just took a fucking squeezed, and there you go. So, have you ever done that?
No.
With I've done it with
not at all.
I've done it with tube icing, and my wife can totally agree on this. I love icing, man. I used to love icing so much when I was a kid. I had a sweet tooth and a half. I would buy that colored decorator, like in a little squeeze bottle, not bottle, like a tube, and I would cut the top off that sucker and just go. Nice little shot of sugar. Yeah.
But that's not ranch.
No.
Yeah, that's not a ranch. There's a difference.
Can't do the ranch shot. Sorry, I'm not that bold. And I like Walmart, by the way. It's the poor man's mall. All right.
Oh, God.
That's what
There's some hate mail.
A buddy who worked for me used to call it the poor man's mall. I'm like, okay. All right, whatever.
Blame it on your buddy. I see how.
Yeah, see, I passed the buck there. See how it works?
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah. And no, I've never had a ranch shot either. Although I was tempted to after watching that video, but seeing as sketchy as that person looked and whether they were male or female, I decided to not take my chances.
Question from the show from Chubby Wizard. Now that we are a couple weeks into the season and we've gotten some new gear, have your thoughts on sunsetting weapons changed? I'm really enjoying the new gear, and I'm having no problem putting the old gear away for a while. Thanks, love the show. Well, Geran, I think we know your answer to this, right?
Say the question again. I completely spaced out.
He says, now that we're a couple weeks into the season, we've gotten some new gear. Have your thoughts of sunsetting weapons changed? He says he's really enjoying the gear and having no problem putting his old gear away for a while.
Yeah. I'm not enjoying the fact that they're going to be sunsetting at all yet. Because I haven't gotten anything good. I haven't got anything good enough to change my mind on anything.
You'll get lots of stuff.
Oh, in 2 words, fallen guillotine. I always say guillotine.
You can get it at level 30 on the pass.
You'll get it. You'll get it, and you'll love it. You'll love it. It's a great sword, man. Think Dark Drinker.
Okay. Spin and win.
You got it. Yes. All right, Hazel.
They could.
Yeah.
If Bungie could they, I mean, if they introduced basically the ability to just buy your levels right now.
You can.
Not right now.
Mm-mm.
Oh, no, it's towards the end of the season.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
last 2 weeks of the season or something.
Yep. If they did that, like now, would that be pay to win?
That's probably,
I think so.
That's probably why they don't do it till the last 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
But in their pay to win in Call of Duty?
Not exactly, no.
No?
No. I mean,
Okay.
the only thing you can buy is,
Mainly cosmetic
like-
stuff, or?
I mean, yeah, like the cosmetics and other random useless shite. So,
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Okay.
so, yeah, am I having a good time putting stuff away? Well, I've deleted roughly probably 230 things from my vault right now. I'm sitting at 269 items in there.
And I eliminated 100, so I'm working on it, guys. It's hard to let stuff go.
Yeah, I'm keeping everything that I masterworked, so I still have an autumn wind, just in case like PvP comes around and I can, bust that out with a 540.
If it wasn't for PvP, I wouldn't have anything in my vault, so hardly anything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'd have stuff for raids, but everyone wants to try guns in PvP. I mean, that's the way it is. So it makes Destiny Destiny.
Yep.
Alrighty. I think it's your turn, Hazel.
Sure, I'll go again. All right. So, I want to ask that one, but I'll save that one for a little bit later. All right. So, question from Arisen Phoenix. If you were forced back in time to be a contestant on Fear Factor, what challenge would make you quit the game?
Anything that has to do with eating anything. I have got a very weak stomach. You wouldn't think it looking at me because I'll eat a lot of shit. But there's some of the shit that they used to eat on that show. No.
Like
Nope.
like Survivor.
Nope.
Remember the eating challenges they had in Survivor? Ugh.
Yeah, nope. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say for me, all of them. I'd be like, nope, not even going on.
Yeah, I know I'm known as the exterminator or the ex-termigator. But I hate spiders. And if you put me in a fish tank with scorpions and spiders, I'm out.
You're done.
I'm out. No, I don't want that shit crawling on me. I control that stuff for a living, so no thank you. That's a good question, Arisen Phoenix. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Gator?
Let's see. Jortwing, O Master of Jorts, or O Master of Moist. I can't keep track of these names. I guess this is Burning Wing. Okay, I think. Have you guys made the switch to the Shorts Masterclass, Jorts, yet for the summer? If so, you're welcome. If not, Moist. Are you a jorts wearer, Geran?
I haven't worn jorts in probably 10 years. I have casual, like, shorts, regular shorts. I don't even know what they're called.
I have 4 pair of jorts in my drawer, but I haven't worn them. I've been wearing khakis mainly, khaki shorts. But I do have them. Burning Wing, but I haven't been. I don't know, man. There was a switch I flipped, and I just quit wearing jean shorts. I don't know. Used to be really big in them, though.
Used to, yeah, a long time ago.
Same here.
But
Same
don't
here.
do it anymore. Now they're like athletic shorts.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
I just can't remember the last time I've worn jorts. I don't know. Okay, that was mine. So it's your turn, Hazel.
Yeah, no, I have not adopted the jorts. I'm wearing cargo shorts now.
Yep.
So
Cargo shorts or
Yeah.
khakis. That's all I wear.
yeah, pretty much. Sorry, yeah. Not yet, anyway.
He's hanging his head.
We'll find out.
He's hanging his head in sadness right now.
We just lost a listener.
I think we did. Probably a follow, too. He was my 100th YouTube sub.
That's for
Sayonara.
you.
Yeah, it does.
99 again.
$99 again.
All right. Question from Uncle Scumdeath. Have you ever sold or lent a game that you regret to this day?
No, I don't think I've sold one that I didn't want to get rid of, and I don't lend out games very often. If I do, it's usually to a friend or a family member, and they usually give it pretty quick. So I cannot say that I've regretted it.
Where do I start? I used to trade games. I used to trade games in to GameStop. Remember those good old days where they give you $3 for a $60 game like a month later. And there were plenty of times. I'd sell a game and go, "Oh, damn! I really didn't need the $3 that bad." And I was trying to support the hobby at the time, but. Yeah, plenty of games, Uncle Scumdeath. Plenty of games.
Yeah, I still remember the game. I remember who I lent it to, and everything about it. I'm not bitter to this day at all. It was NHL '95, and it was the greatest hockey game ever.
I used to play sports games all the time. They were really good. It's great games.
I absolutely loved NHL '95. I had a guy who had like 400 goals or something absurd.
Jesus.
I played a full season. It was like 20-minute periods too. It was great.
Well, Azanis.
Damn
it. I'm always mess that up.
Azanis, Geran.
No, I've got Geran in my head now. Don't jinx it.
He's got that down good now.
Don't jinx it. Question.
We'll have Yellis.
No, this is from Azanis. Question for the show. This is a good thinker, man. How do you think they will handle story missions on locations that have been sunset once the location for that mission is no longer in the game? Do you think the story just won't be available?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know how they're going to.
I don't either.
I mean, if they're getting rid of the planet, then the story mission can't be there. So I would imagine that it's just going to go away.
It would have to, wouldn't it? Because
you would think
for the new light players coming in, and maybe the Destiny Vault is something you can access, like the campaigns. I don't know. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking they're probably going to do.
Think so?
It'll just be the missions. So it'll be like, oh, okay, I'm on IO for this. But it's going to be just that segment of it and nothing else, is my thought. I don't know.
I'm curious how the new light players are going to gel into this new way of doing things. I don't know. Good question, though. I really don't know. I'm hoping the Destiny content vault will be accessible. If not, then I don't know what the new light players are going to do.
Or else they'll just pick up with a new story, basically.
Yeah, good question.
Maybe like one mission from each piece or something.
Right. Yeah. All right, Hazel.
You're ready then? So, a question. Actually, Gator has to read that one, so I'll skip that one.
Oh, no, you mean Garter's got to read
Garter, yes, my bad, Garter.
Jesus, fuck.
So, yeah, I'll let Garter read that one because Garter...
Listeners, they're making fun of a question that Jealous posted. He misspelled my name.
What I'm more curious about is how many times you type Garter in your life that your phone autocorrects Gator to Garter.
Right.
But I'm not going to name any names or call anybody out. But that's what I'll
Gator already did that for you.
It's never happened to me. I mean, I enter Gator and it just says, huh? Yeah. It is an acronym, so remember that. Throwback to an old show.
All right. Because it's coming up, question for the show. Grugrux43. Best and worst Father's Day gift you have received?
I don't think I can think of a worse one, because any gift that you get from your kid you think is going to be good. But the best one I think I've gotten so far was the one I got this year, and it was a lawnmower. It was a brand new lawnmower. I've been wanting a lawnmower for years. I've never bought one, but I got one this year. So it's great.
That's awesome.
The worst and best is in the same. It was my gift this year. My wife bought me as far as the best gift, she bought me a new boom mic stand, whatever you want to call it, for my desk here. I have kind of a chintzy one right now, as I'm always hitting it. And the worst thing is they shipped it 2 days earlier, and they didn't have it in a box. It was just in its original packaging. So I knew I knew right away what it was. I was like, "Honey, was this supposed to be for me?" She goes, "What?" They always put it in a box. You never know what it is. This one time they shipped it totally like naked.
That's hilarious.
Amazon never does that. So yeah, I'd wrap those both in worst and best. So
that's funny.
What about you, Hazel?
Well, I can't really think of a worst one. So, I mean, the best ones, are pretty much like the cards that my daughter gives me. These, it's fun to see like the progression from, hey, she can't write at all. She's just, drawing lines and squiggles and shit. Right. And then now it's like, hey, she can actually write some stuff, and she can write dad on her own. She doesn't need any help, and it just warms my heart.
Wait till they're...
Isn't it amazing when they start doing that? Where you can actually start making out what they're trying to say in the card. It's great.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. It's like, oh, yeah, you put thought into this. Holy shit.
Wait till they're 21. I've got 3 of them taped on my office wall right now.
They bought them, didn't they?
No. She handwrites everyone, and she writes really great little loving messages, and I have to pin them up because it's a reminder of how great my kids are. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. One from Jealous. Jealous has got a few of them here. We'll start with this one. Question for the show. What is the most sketchiest... I think that's a double negative. What is the sketchiest thing your friends made you do in your lifetime?
Sketchiest thing that a friend made me do in my life. I want to say in 6th grade, my buddy was doing groundskeeper duties at a baseball field that we used to go to, and he wanted to take some candy out of the not the vending machine, but out of the concession stand. And we got caught by the cops as we were leaving with handfuls of candy. And when the cop asked him his name, he gave a false name. So I took it upon myself to follow his lead and give his cousin's name because I didn't know what else to do.
Oh my God.
No.
That's great. That's great.
So that was probably the sketchiest thing I've ever done.
Nice, man. That's a great story. What about you, Hazel?
Damn. Just trying to think. Like weighing it between like, audience friendly versus, my wife listens. So, yeah. How about you, Gator? I'll think about it.
I've never done anything sketchy because I'm a good little boy.
I don't believe it.
That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
That's an easy answer there.
It's a cop-out.
It's a cop-out.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I get one of those a year, Hazel. I'm using it. My wife listens to this, too.
I can't think of anything like super. There was always like stupid stuff, but I can't think of anything like sketchy though. That's
good answer.
Sure, there was. I know there was, but I'll think about it. And I'll come back to it next week.
We'll report back. Yeah. Cool.
That'll be interesting to hear.
All right. Why don't we take one each? Hazel will call tonight.
All right. So, okay. I know, Gator, I believe you already answered this, but question for Gator. If you had an employee that's from Jealous working for your business and they requested the day off because of a new video game or a major update to a video game, would you let them have the day off?
Abso-fucking-lutely. If they told me in advance, I'm not expecting them to get their work done for the day. I'd let them have it off, sure. I do that to myself all the time.
He's his own employee. He does it all the time.
Yeah, no, the boss just makes me work harder the next day, so that's the way it works.
Yeah, see, I'm a bad boss then, because I'd be like, nah. I'm like, sorry.
If you were dumb enough to say, hey, there's a new video game coming out Wednesday, can I take off? Then I don't think any boss is going to say, oh, sure, man, I love video games. No, you just have to use either the call in sick, where you have to fake your cough or whatever over the phone, like all of us did at one point, or you do the. Yeah, all right, let's hear our best sick day call ins. All right, let's try that. Geran, what would be your you Destiny just came out, Season of Light.
Down light.
Yeah, exactly. And you're having to work all day. What would you say to your boss?
Well, see, I have a cop out in that aspect because my wife has an autoimmune disease that I have FMLA for. So all I have to do is call in and say, I'm using FMLA. And there ain't shit they can do about it.
Ah, you lucky bastard. I mean, not lucky, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. You got a nice out. That is a nice out.
Yeah, I've got a very nice out.
You win. Hazel, let me hear your sick call, Hazel.
Yeah, fine. I'm just not feeling good this morning. I'm not going to be able to make it in.
No, not bad. Not bad. It's short and sweet.
Short and sweet, and you don't give any more information. You don't That's
the rule. Don't give them too much information to work off of.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that we condone that behavior, but
hey, Mr. Stevens, I don't understand what's wrong with me today. I'm just not feeling good, man. I don't know what to say, but I'm coughing, I'm puking. I've been puking every 20 minutes. I'm sorry, I can't come in tonight. That's how you do it.
That's what you say to Mrs. Gator. That's what I heard.
I said Mr. Stevens. That's a fictional boss.
Yeah. You call into your wife and go, yeah, I'm just not feeling good. I'm stuck upstairs. It's so dark up here. The darkness is taking me. I need some light.
Touche. All right. I think we'll leave it there. I think we'll leave a few other questions for next week. If we did not get to your question tonight, we never forget a question. We'll get to it next week. So thank you very much for entering your questions in our podcast questions channel of our Discord. And if you ever want to ask us a question on the show, you can either tweet it at Guardian_D_cast, or you can send it to us through our Discord, podcast questions. So thank you, everybody, for sending those questions in this week. Had some definitely interesting ones, that's for sure. Let's move on to our next segment. This is where we pick our 2 songs that we want to add to our Guardian Downcast playlist on Spotify. And Geran, I'll start with you. Maybe list your songs and maybe why you picked them. Maybe there's a reason why you liked the song or something about the song you liked.
All right. Well, the first one I chose was Crawling by Linkin Park. And that album came out in a pretty dark time in my life, where I had contemplated suicide and whatnot, and you know that type of depression type stuff.
Sure.
And that whole album just spoke to me in volume. And then the second one I got was One Sweet Day by Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, and it was played at my dad's funeral when he died in 95. And to this day, just hearing that song
Yeah.
I just start blubbering like a little baby. I mean, and it's been 25 years, and it's still to this day really hits me in the heart.
That's the power of music, man. It takes you right back to that moment in time.
Oh my God! Every time, just thinking about it, and I don't have to hear the song. Just thinking about that song gets me into that spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that you asked that question in the Discord, and I remember it. And then I saw you put that in the message, and I was just like, I know that story. So, yep.
I had to put it in there if I ever got on. I had to put that song in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I'll think about
nice,
that when I listen to it. I'll think about that. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Mr. Hazelnut.
All right. So I picked Fate Don't Know You by Desi Valentine. It's kind of sounds like an old song, but it's actually relatively new. It's a nice bluesy, soulful song. And then complete opposite of that is a song called Prime by The Siege. I found these guys actually through, The Siege anyway, through H and Flip were talking about Run the Jewels. So I was listening to them, and then they did a song with The Siege, and then that led me to The Siege. So I was listening to The Siege, and I found this song, which is relatively timely with what's going on in the country right now.
Right.
So I was like, damn, all right, let's go with that.
And by the way, we have a music and videos channel on our Discord. So if you think of some music you might want us to hear, throw it in there. We think he's our music ambassador.
Is he, and
he throws music.
Flip is like right there too.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I might have to send him a message and see if he wants to be an ambassador as well, because it's just the music, different kinds of music you're throwing in there. I have to listen to everything they throw in there. So
yep. Yeah. And you, sir?
Well, you know what I've been trying to do every week is I've been trying to go old school, new school. I kind of did that this week. My first pick, in 1989, this musician moved to L.A. with his high school metal band, which inevitably disbanded like all bands do. A few years later, this musician formed another band from handpicked members of other L.A. bands back in 92, which became the rock group we know as Weezer. So my pick is off their 2019 album, Van Weezer, which kind of is a tribute to 80s rock bands. I really loved it. It's The End of the Game. Lots of Van Halen references in that song, by the way. So after my Van Halen pick last week, I had to pick that song. And for my second pick, I went a little more old school. This time in my life, I guess it would put me in my early college years when I met my wife. This band was formed in Manchester in England in 1990, personified the sex and drugs and lawsuits that most of the groups back then went through. They did persevere. They did release 3 albums, though, before they finally just went away into nothingness. This song is from their first breakthrough album, Urban Hymns, which landed them on the music scene, so to speak. It's the psychedelic rock group The Verve, with one of my favorite songs from them, Bittersweet Symphony, an iconic song for that time in my life. So, all right, boys, I think we...
Hold on, before you move on.
What's up?
I've been wanting to tell you this for a long time, and it makes me laugh every time you do your song pick.
Oh, boy.
It reminds me of Casey Kasem's Top 40. When you give the background information to the shit, I laugh every goddamn time. I love it.
You know what I might do? I might put some Casey Kasem type music behind it.
Oh, my God, it's so good. It's so good.
Thank you for listening.
Now for this little ditty. I can't even say his voice.
It's so good.
Rest in peace, Casey Kasem, man. I used to listen to him every weekend. His top 10 is great, man.
Oh, yeah.
This song,
Arrow Knight sounds like Casey Kasem.
Does he?
Talking. But he sounds like Casey Kasem. It reminds me of Casey Kasem the whole time. But the way you deliver your songs in the background information to the band is exactly the way he used to deliver it during that top 40, and I love it every time.
Good. I'm glad you do. I didn't know how people would take that, because I used to just say, hey, I used to listen to this song when I was a kid. It's this song. And I'm like, well, you know what? I want to learn a little more about the group that I'm picking, and there may be things that people might want to know too. So that's why I do a little research on my bands. Not saying everybody.
No,
has
it's
to do
great.
that,
I love it. I love it
if I
so
find
much.
if I find something interesting about him, then I'll mention it. But I do a little preparation in this show, just a little.
Just a little.
Yeah, just a little. So, hey, great show, guys. We did a great job. Just a little bit of housekeeping.
Yeah, it was fun.
Just a little bit of housekeeping before we go. Quick reminder that we do have a Destiny 2 clan, and Hazel and I both invite you to be a part of it. It's a good time just getting with friends, playing Crucible, Gambit. I love Gambit. And, playing some raids or prophecy dungeons. So if you're looking for a clan out there, we have a permanent link in our Discord under the channel, GDC Destiny 2 clan. It has the link right there where you can send the request in. I'll provide a link as always, of course, in our show notes if you want to join us. And just look for Guardian Downcast, or DOWN is our call sign. So thanks for everybody. Hey, do us a favor also while you're out there. If you like what you're hearing tonight, share it with a friend, especially if they're a Destiny fan. We're trying to get our name out there. We want everyone to hear about our stupid remarks about Destiny. So thank you in advance. You know what? We just appreciate everything you guys and gals out there do for us. And everything you do in listening to our show and joining our Discord and our clan. We all appreciate everyone out there that does that. We never would have thought in a million years we'd be where we are today. And, geez, Hazel, do you believe we got a 50th episode next week?
Oh, shit.
And you know who it's going to be?
It's insane.
It's kind of symbolic. It's going to be Mr. Baroque Reaper.
Hey, part of the reason why we're even doing this.
Exactly. I thought, man, that's so weird. It happened, and it would just happen that way. But, yeah, Mr. Baroque Reaper is going to be here next week. So it's going to be exciting. So, Geran, thank you, man. I always think of a medieval character when I say your name. That's so cool. That fits perfect.
Well,
man.
it's just based in fantasy, so that works
It
really
worked.
well.
That's how I can remember, because I think like Geran of Alderall or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Geran of Rivia, really.
Rivia, yeah.
Riva.
That's right. That's right.
But no, you guys have been doing a great job with this podcast. I'm so glad that you guys picked up the mantle and did what you did when you decided to go with the podcast. Because it's been a pleasure to listen to you guys talk.
Oh, hell.
As long as you've been doing it, it's been great. And I'm glad that the suggestion that, myself and I think it was Drafty had said we would love to hear you guys do a podcast. I'm glad you guys are doing it because you guys are killing it. I love it so much.
Dude, that's
very helpful. I didn't even think about it before you said it. I mean, I was just like, oh, shit, man, you're just full of it.
No, man, you're great as a raid leader. It was so much fun raiding with you all the time that we did, at the beginning of D1. And the fact that you guys can carry the conversation that you do and that you've been doing what you've been doing for as long as you have been now. I mean, it's just been great to hear and see you guys grow the way you've gotten to at this point right now. I mean, it's just been really good to hear.
Geran, thanks, man. That means a lot, man.
No problem, man. You guys are doing great. I really love the show.
Well, thanks, man. I never would have known that first time I raided with you, you'd be a guest on our podcast. I didn't even know I'd have a podcast.
Right?
You know what I'm
I didn't even
saying?
know we'd have a podcast.
Exactly.
Right.
We both kind of just backed into this. We never really thought about doing a podcast. So, thank you, man. That means a lot. It really does.
Yeah, no problem. You guys
Well,
are killing it.
speaking of that, Geran, where can everybody find you, man? Are you on Twitter, or you just have a gamer tag you want to share?
It's Geran420 everywhere. It's Geran42o everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. I mean, everywhere.
And that's a small zero, right?
It's a small O. Yeah,
Small O.
Geran42 little O. Yep.
Oh, there is no small zero. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me take another drink. All right.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, man. We really appreciate you being on tonight. I don't know about you, Hazel, but
problem.
I had a great time tonight, man. This is a great show.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Every week that we do this.
I do, man. I look forward to it. I mean, my week is built around this podcast every week. I love doing it. So I was just talking to Agent H. I said, man, I just hope nobody gets tired of hearing my nasty ass voice. I said,
You guys are killing it. I love it so much.
Yeah, thanks.
That, and I hope nobody gets sick of hearing me say fuck.
Yeah, no, for fuck's sake. That's what that's your call sign, dude.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. I love it.
I love it. Every time he says it, I love it. And yes, we are explicit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hazel, where can everybody find you, kind sir?
Hazel NT. Anywhere and everywhere.
You can contact me via the Twitter at Todd the Gator. Remember, that's Gatr. You can also find me on YouTube, Steam, and PS4 as Gator, all caps, GATR underscores in between, and Gator space GDC on Xbox. You can find us, our little podcast here, on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Podbean, anywhere you find a podcast or you like listening to your podcast, we should be there. You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, and we're on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast for show questions or whatever you guys want to talk to us about. You know what? You can just visit guardiandowncast.com for all the details. We have a bunch of great gamers in our Discord as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast. I'll post a link in our show notes, as always. If you do want to decide our Discord, there's a great bunch of people in here, man. It is a lot of fun. Every morning I look forward to saying good morning to everybody, and there's always inevitably a conversation that's started up. So, Hazel, do you have anything you want to add?
No, just that everything you said is correct there. I mean, it's just, we have a great group of people in there. And, feel free to come on, hang out, and that kind of thing. Just be aware that I throw out GIFs everywhere.
GIFs? Yeah, I know. You do.
I throw out.
Wait a minute.
Your GIFs?
GIFs? No, it's GIF. It's a hard G. God damn it! It's a hard G. Stop it.
Stop it. Like Geran is a hard G.
Right?
It's GIF.
You don't give a gift at Christmas. You get a gift.
Now don't
Christmas, God damn it!
Don't get Kingsley Mac started.
Peanut butter.
Don't get him started. He'll send me another message. Don't do it, please.
It's peanut butter.
However way you guys.
I cannot stand it. No, GIF is with a J. God damn it! It's JIFM.
That's right. However way you want to say it, his gift game, Hazel's gift game is on point. I don't know where he finds these.
His gift game is on point.
I don't know where he finds them.
Is on point.
I'm sure he has books and tape, or books and seminars on tape on how to find great gifts. I don't know, but
and Warcry is right there. I mean, his game has stepped up considerably.
He's been a great student of yours. I've noticed. I've caught notice of his gift game. It's getting much better. So.
Yep. Exactly.
Hey, everybody. I know the COVID's starting to spike. We've had a lot going on in this nation. So be safe and take care of one another and yourself.
Nothing complicated here. Defend your allies and defeat your opponents.
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Happy birthday, Gator. And happy Father's Day, everybody.
Yes.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Yeah. Sure.
And Watch that. I fucked it up. Oh, damn.
My 7-year-old son is so excited that I'm on this podcast tonight.
Really?
It's hilarious.
Dude, he's like, you're famous, Dad.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He goes, he had heard you guys mention my gamer tag on an episode early on in this last summer.
Nice.
And he was stoked that he heard my name because he uses my gamer tag when he plays Minecraft. So
nice.
Geran42o is what he uses when he's playing Minecraft.
Right.
So when I told him I was going to be on the show, he said, "Oh my God, Dad, you're going to be so famous." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Everybody that plays Destiny is going to hear that." So, buddy, you don't understand. They're not that big.
Everybody plays Destiny.
I'm on that show. They ain't that big.
Well, we did. Well, what was it, Hazel? We had about 1.7 million downloads last month, didn't we? No
nerves there at all.
I think it was about 900,000.
How many GIFs I put in?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Jeez. I'm looking at this. Gator, when are you talking about the fossils? What? What the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, it's an old joke, Gator.
Okay.
It's an old joke.
Oh, all right. An old joke. Gotcha. I'm so
notice how lack of interest he had in that.
I'm so old that that I don't. It goes over my head. Jeez. All right. God, Bungie knows how to put a cinematic on, don't they? Damn.
Yeah, they do.
Like, I want to pre-order right now, and I've already pre-ordered.